Hello and welcome to the Meowing Madness. Meowing Madness, me, Deadcat7 and Wildbill. I hope you guys can hear this, but Bill will tell me, I guess.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. Just test the audio.
And yeah, you may be a bit quiet on this one, unfortunately.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Oh, really?
It's louder than it normally is.
Oh, okay.
You're more. I mean, my audio is fine, but you're louder.
Okay.
Not quite loud when you come across. Yeah, but it's clear. It's probably better the audio than it normally is.
Oh.
But your
So
audio, like if we're both talking at the same time, you do come across loud. But if you're not talking, you can hear me fine. No worries.
Alright, so I'm going to go into the game. Sorry, we were going to play Streets of Rage, but obviously that didn't happen. We've had some technical hiccups here tonight. I'm using a different setup. But yeah, just a reminder for everyone out there, don't get liquids on your electronics. You know, it's not a joke. Yeah, no, it's annoying.
Yeah, laptops and liquid doesn't mix well.
Yep, as I sadly found out earlier today. Well,
yeah,
a couple of days
rest
ago.
in peace, laptop.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to see the chat that well, unfortunately tonight. I'll have to keep arching my neck like some sort of spacker.
Yeah, I can keep an eye as well.
Oh, okay. You invited already.
I mean, that's if. Yeah. So,
Okay. Yeah, I hope so.
let's get going. Let's get
Yeah.
slaying some aliens.
Just a reminder. You're right, I'm coming through quite loud on this mic.
Yeah, I could hear the stream then. Did you play it in the background?
Yeah, I could. And I've got the camera set up in quite a good position. As long as...
Yeah, because I can even hear that easier on the Discord. Normally I can't. It's hard for me to hear the stream on the Discord.
Looks like this
Yeah,
little...
the audio's better. The audio's better for sure, I'd say.
Looks like this little gizmo I bought was worth its cash. Worth the cash I paid.
The webcam, yeah.
The webcam, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's from a great company.
Yeah,
It's from a good company.
I mean, it's hard because it's a small corner of the screen showing you. Try and see if the video quality of you is better. Maybe. I can't remember what it's normally like.
It's probably about the same.
But
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you'll notice it more if it was full screen because it's a small box.
Mm.
But yeah, but the audio is definitely better, I'd say.
Fucking hell, it's taken ages again. I'm gonna have to invite you. It's bust.
They're doing that thing again.
It didn't work.
Try and invite me.
Yeah.
I always have to try coming out.
I'm gonna have to quit now.
Yeah, try again.
Well, no one said anything in the chat I can see. So.
Don't get your hopes up. Last stream,
That's true, yeah. I even asked in the Discord, can some people like...
So I was asking you, concentrate on getting the game working first. Right?
Yeah.
You don't want to get sidetracked with comments.
Well, like I
Imagine
said before.
it's hard enough time to get the stream working and to get the games. Imagine if you had like a busy chat and you were trying to react to that. You know, you wouldn't be able to cope.
Well, the game
if you
is...
had like 50 guys in the chat and they're all like, oh,
not 50, but if I had one or two, that would be perfect.
And you're trying to like get stuff working.
Alright, I'm going to send an invite.
Yeah, I got it.
Good.
Did you come out of the game then? Or
I did.
Yeah, so it's definitely your end, because I didn't
well,
come
it's,
out. I didn't come out of the game.
I noticed it specifically has to be me to invite you. Well, it didn't work, did it? I think you've got to quit. No, I can't see you anywhere.
I accepted the invite. It's got a loading screen up.
Yeah, but if it's stuck on the loading screen, that's bad. That's what happened to me. We've both got to quit.
Okay. Oh, did this happen to you when I invited you?
It did.
Okay, yeah, it's happened to me. Alright, I'll quit out. It doesn't take long.
Oh, I'll do the same. Jesus Christ.
Did you actually quit out of the game or not?
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna quit again. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yes, I did.
You already
Yeah.
done it the one time. It's weird. It's temperamental. I think it's always when it's crossplay. Most games, remember, like Need for Speed, is very temperamental.
That's what's called flawed netcode, I believe.
Yeah, it must be something like that. Compatibility issues. That's why like some games don't have crossplay, because it's not the easiest.
It must be difficult, to be honest.
Yeah, the developers have got to think it's worth their time. It's like Aliens, this game, when it first came out, for like the first year or so, it didn't have crossplay. They only integrated it later on. The reason why is because the numbers playing on the game really dropped. So when it was on its, say like a PC for example, it was hard to find other players. Not a lot of people. So that was one of, I think, the motivation to keep the game alive, was to just combine the pool of players, so then it was easier to matchmake. It just doesn't have enough people on the game, right? Like if you kept PlayStation, Xbox and PC separate, it could take forever, especially on PC, to find anyone. You're forced to play with the bots, when on the hardest difficulty levels, there's no way you can complete the missions with the bots. You need other players.
It didn't work, did it?
Sorry?
It didn't work.
I've only just come into the game now, so...
Can you take your invites?
You want me to? I can do it. Alright. Should be sent. Did you see it? Did it pop up?
You invited me?
Yeah.
Well, it never works. It never works when you invite me. So...
Alright. We'll send an invite to me then. I've not received it. Let me know when it's sent. Oh yeah, right, I got it now.
I don't think it's gonna work.
It always does work, doesn't it? It's just...
Yeah, but there has to be a strict. That's the second one I sent. It always works.
Oh, it's loading. It's fine. Right,
oh, okay.
Relax. It's
yeah. It works.
You know when it works because the progress bar starts to move.
Nice one.
No, I say we can normally get it to work. It's just maybe we have to come out the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, your character, does he look different? Oh no, he's always
probably not, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks a bit weird. I've done it. It's like graphics, a bit like straw.
Oh, there is one thing I can do. Hold on. Save me having to crane my head.
You should pick a different class. Don't be boring, man.
No, I'm happy with it.
Try something different for once. Try a different one. Different weapons.
Alright.
Different abilities. You like the one with the shoulder-mounted gun? Well, you can get that. These rockets. You can pick the.
Nah, fuck it. Anyway, let's start. Giants in the Earth. 1. Difficulty intense. Private matchmaker. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's working. Not bad. I can see it better. I can see the chat better. Just.
Join include. Oh, I don't want to be the dog. Which one should I be?
The fuck?
Alright, demolish that. Okay, we're doing it with a bot. No worries.
There's nothing really to react to either. There's nothing really.
Yeah.
There's no good. I haven't. No videos or anything or vlogs or anything.
I got a couple of short ones.
Really?
It's the Alex Dayside guy.
Oh yeah.
Videos they did. Sure. One was about the Japanese, sex study.
Oh yeah.
That's for Japan, right? So that would be interesting. Only like 7-minute video, that one. And the other one was one I just watched a little bit of while I was waiting, which to do with testosterone, and it was a study on testosterone, and again, like a lot of, he's like saying like people overplay the importance of testosterone, so that might be a little bit interesting. It's a 50-minute video, but just watch the conclusion, it's like 10 minutes at the end, and he basically talks what the findings were. So, you know, that might be interesting, because again...
I suppose it sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, that one's... I don't know, because it'd be interesting to get your viewpoint on it. I don't know if that kind of refutes a bit against Warmaxer. I don't know, you know, because he's like, says a lot of the provinces.
Not that one, I'd be interested in the Japanese one. I mean, does he think it's... He thinks the studies are fake, like... Didn't Dashboard say he believed this... He didn't believe...
So?
He didn't believe...
Who thinks the study's fake?
I think Dashboard said he didn't believe the low birth rate of Japan.
Oh, okay.
But he should do, because, I mean, look at the footage, you know.
Well, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, yeah, you know, I think it's...
Alright, yeah, I'm interested in checking that out.
I'll just say it's different to Western one, that's what I'll say. It's different a bit.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a short video, but yeah. So other than that guy, he makes some good videos on it. There's not really. I mean, I don't know who else. Like what, you know, specifically towards this topic. I mean, other topics there's things to react to, but not necessarily this. Gonna do the mission this time.
Yeah, I hope so, but no guarantees. Chat is completely empty, from what I can see anyway.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get anyone in chat, to be honest. Oh.
Well, I should do, right? It's Friday night, right? I mean, what else is going on in the Incel manosphere on YouTube? Nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point, but...
I mean, what are these guys watching?
I don't know.
Maybe they're all... Maybe they've all moved on to Redpill?
Maybe just playing video games or whatever.
It's ridiculous, man.
Like we are now.
It's really ridiculous because Todd would get like hundreds of viewers. So...
Yeah, but I think in a way, it's a weird thing to say, but I think it's because you're not enough of a locale, or I am as well, you know, like... It's one of those things where it seems to be, you have to be like at the top and excellent.
You have a point, sure, but
yeah.
We're still involved.
Like King Cobra.
I get your point.
500 in his channel.
Oh fuck.
Sorry?
I understand your point, but we're still in the community. You would have thought one or two would have...
Yeah, I know, but the point I'm making is...
I understand your point, but you still would have thought one or two...
We're neither like have like lots of clout and a big YouTuber, but we're neither like something that people just... I say it bluntly.
We're just two guys, I guess.
Exactly. It's like when you're in that vast amount more towards the average, like people don't find it as interesting, right? Because I guess people watch locales just for some sort of like. I mean, some people do it a bit nicely, where they do it to make themselves feel better about themselves or to laugh at, you know, that sort of clown effect. And people just, I guess, find it entertaining from that point of view. Then people from those at the top that are more gifted or exceptional or like famous, you know, people like watching those. But if you're anywhere in the middle, which is a big middle, then you don't stand out. Right? You have to stand out. You either stand out through being exceptionally good or exceptionally bad, it seems. If you're in the middle, then you gain less attention. You're not going to entirely to build a fan base.
I understand.
And I think, yeah, we just fall into in the middle. Like, we're not like top G's or top dogs, but we're not pathetic. We're not like, you know, I'm saying that a bit nicer, but, you know, we're not right at the bottom either. That's what I'm saying. Like, so, yeah, it becomes a bit... The only way is to just build clout, I guess, generic clout slowly to, like, build people who become fans of the channel.
Oh, I don't think it's going to happen because...
Hard to do when you're just one channel in a sea of other channels. And the community's small, that's the other thing. This community isn't a big community, so it's hard. Like, if you were doing YouTube in a different area, you'd your channel would have would grow a lot quicker. But for this genre, yeah, it is pretty hard.
Do you want to hear another sad truth, which I suspect, which you may not like?
So,
this game may not be that popular.
that's fine. I don't mind. I said this game wasn't like that great before in the last stream.
Yeah.
So it's an alright game, but yeah, it could be the game. I don't mind if it's the game's game. I'm not like a fanboy for this game. I think it's alright. I don't think it's like brilliant. But the only thing I say is, yeah, but we didn't get that many streamers with other games. I always thought you were actually going to say which is fine because I can take it. So you can say it might be because you're streaming, Bill.
No, I wouldn't say that.
That would have been a funnier thing to say.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't go. I would say you're quite interesting, but well, to me anyway. But by the way, I did watch one video of a guy we both know recently.
Redfield?
Yeah.
He's made a lot. I was going to mention him, say that he seems, I don't know what you think of him, he's becoming a bit more unhinged. He's become a bit more emotional in his videos.
True. He's raising his voice more, he's getting more irate. He's picking up a few more trolls. Yeah, but like you said, you got to be, right, to get yourself a fan base. He's
definitely.
He's doing what he's doing.
It is true. Which I don't like the fakeness, but I can understand the reasoning for it.
Well, it could be semi-fake, Yeah,
over-exaggerated. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, of course. So it's like I say, it's entertainment, and people like to be entertained.
YouTube is entertainment. What is YouTube?
Yes, I agree fully with that. Yeah, it is. That's why try not to take it too seriously at times.
Oh shit.
That big alien. Oh no, got me. Time that run.
My eyes are watering, man.
Why?
I think it's hay fever. I get it. I get it quite a lot.
It says you've not been well.
Yeah, I've not been well either. Ah, man.
But it's that time of the year for hay fever.
Yeah, but my eyes water sort of often, might I?
Oh well, yeah, you get bad. I never get like that bad. I might get like a bit sneezing.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Maybe is it called conjunctivitis? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, but your eyes go red with that, right?
Maybe, yeah. So it might be very mild.
Yeah, I think it's when you get your eye goes red.
What the hell?
You normally have eye drops for clears up. Or the other term for it's pink eye, right?
Yeah, pink eye.
Yeah.
From South Park. Oh shit.
Yeah, you remember that episode?
Yeah, it was a good one. It was good.
Yeah, when South Park used to be good, right?
Well, I think South Park was bad. Then it went good, but then it went bad again.
Oh, okay. Well, I still have a fondness for the early days.
The early ones were kind of boring. I didn't like them that much.
The early ones were South Park in its purest form, because after that they started to get lazy and just responded to current day affairs.
For me, the best seasons was season 10 or something.
Yeah, so that means you prefer it when it's just based on real world events. But
so, for instance, I think so when they did a story on Facebook, and they did a story on, remember World of Warcraft one?
Well, that's when it became more of just like a parody. It would parody real life.
You didn't think the World of Warcraft one was good? That was brilliant. Most people say that's the best one.
Episodes on that. I'm trying to guess. Where they mock, say, political correctness and things like that. Very funny, some of those episodes. Or there was the one that they did when it was about depicting photos of Muhammad. Remember that one? That was
yeah.
funny when everyone was like going to go crazy over it and that. Yeah, so when they mock everything about it, it's pretty funny.
I suppose so.
I think I've not watched that part for a while. I think in the last few years, I don't know, it's just like that's the only thing they do now. They don't do any more story building in the actual universe. So they just have less ideas for their own stories.
Will anyone buy a broken laptop?
Yeah, there will be people who do because they repair them. Yeah, or if it can't even be repaired, they might, worst case scenario, strip it down for parts. There is people who buy broken laptops. Yeah, you're not going to get as much for it, obviously.
How much do you think I'll get for a broken laptop?
I have no idea. It all depends on your model. The actual how bad it's damaged, they define it. So I don't know.
I have a feeling a lot of second-hand laptops, like the good deal I got, they were broken, they were water damage or something, and they were quickly fixed and sold and resold.
Yeah, people do that, don't they? Well, people do it, that's their actual way they make a living. Same with like cars and that, right? People do that.
Yes.
Same with houses.
Oh yeah, flip a house, right?
House and then set it on. Yeah.
Let's flip a house. That was all the craze like a few years ago. Let's flip a house, boys.
Yeah. Yeah. All the boomers with the real estate, right?
Well, the boomers and the I guess the wannabes. It almost became like a get rich quick scheme because a lot of people actually fucked it up.
Yeah, it's because real estate shot in price, wasn't it?
Yeah. I guess it did, yeah.
It was the best asset to have money in. Really.
I suppose it was, yeah. But what was the failing?
The biggest results, isn't it?
But demographics, it was destined not to last.
Well, that goes against what Dash will say, because if you have a shrinking population, then retail would go down.
Yeah, well, it did go down. It did go down, didn't it?
What, retail price?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, because, not like greatly, because otherwise boomers wouldn't have made all their money off it, right?
Oh yeah, no. Oh shit, I'm down.
We're saying there's an investment. The reason why it's good is because it's gone up a lot, because there's always like in the UK, there's a huge shortage of housing.
Oh yeah,
that's
true,
rents and that's so expensive, and that's what people moan about. Like, and they think, if anything, the agenda is to like keep artificially short housing, so then the retail value shoots up because it benefits the rich and the wealthy more, because they're the ones who tend to own property, right? Some like tycoons and they own multiple properties, so they always want retail to go up in value. Whereas poor people are far more or less like to own property. They're stuck renting, or you like council houses and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, council. That's what's caused the housing shortage.
Council housing, then, do they? Like, whereas they used to have like council housing projects, but they don't do that now. So there's less housing available. It doesn't help that they also give priority to, say, like migrants and stuff like that. So although they're putting them up in hotels, aren't they? That's what the big rage.
Yeah, there's a news.
It's all on the taxpayers.
Well, they put them in the not prisons? Where did they put them? Military barracks, right? Where did they put them?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
How do I get up there?
I don't know what the button is for you, but there's a button that.
Oh right.
It's the same button that.
Oh yeah. That's ridiculous.
You might want to use your medkit, by the way.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Put you down.
I do think the controls are not the best in this game.
use the gamepad for this. So I only use the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
So I don't know how difficult it is. I'm getting low on ammo. I think there's an ammo crate through here, if I remember rightly.
Actually, so am I. Oh, fuck. Any med kits?
No, not in this part. You have to get to the next bit. Need to be a bit more careful.
So, any chance of picking up Streets of Rage?
Not really.
What? Not even if
it's really, well, it's not worth it, to be honest. I played it a lot before anyway, so...
Oh, fuck that.
It's not, I don't think it's worth that.
Alright.
Just for like a couple of play... Because I know it's like when we play games, we play it a little while and we're not going to play again, so... I don't think it's worth, like... It's not that good. Like, I'd rather just like pay like £1 and get the older one. I think the older ones were better. You know, like the really old ones. Oh shit. It's
the older ones, they were trash. Well, I don't know.
That's why people know the brand, right? If they were trash, then you would never have had Streets of Rage 4, because the series would have died out. The old ones were better. I didn't think 4 was that good. It was alright, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, but it's fun. It's a two-player game. You're meant to play a two-player.
Yeah, but there's plenty of two-player games. It's just whether you like it or not.
Well, I'll be getting the PS4. You can play like Destiny game. That's free to play, so you'll enjoy that.
Destiny's not that good, to be honest.
Not Destiny. Not Destiny. It was called Fighters Destiny or something. You know that one I showed you. I showed you on Discord. I can't remember that.
Shooter game.
No, it's a fighting game.
Oh, I thought you meant shooting, because there's a shooting game called Destiny.
Yeah, no, not that, no.
Destiny 1, Destiny 2.
Yeah, I know that game, yeah, I never played it. That was made by Bungie.
I've never heard of that then, it must be like is it like an indie game or something?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. It's only for PS4 and PC, but it's crossplay. So I'll be getting a PS4 soon anyway. Hopefully we can give it a watch.
Why are you getting a PS4?
Well, there's tons of exclusive games I've always wanted to play, including Final Fantasy.
And you'd be better just putting that towards something for a PC, right?
I've got a PC though. Well, I mean...
Yeah, but you said you need a graphics card.
Why though? I mean...
Because it's better than a PS4. PS4's not that.
Yeah, but...
And also you can do more with a PC than you can on a console, right? That's the other thing. It's more handy a console.
Yeah, but I have a PC.
Yeah.
I'm streaming from a
Yeah,
PC
but
right now.
If you just got a graphics card, then you'd have a PC. Is easier for gaming. Like it's also cheaper for games.
Yeah, but I'm getting a PS4 for the PS4 exclusives. Sometimes I talk to you and it seems like you don't comprehend
there isn't that
the
many
words.
PS4 exclusives.
There's quite a few.
A lot of those exclusives over time now are now on the PC because
Some of them are, yeah.
when it's old, they put it on to get more money, don't they? So they just put it on the PC as well. So it's very few games that are actually.
I mean, you're right. You have a point.
Ones are actually decent.
I mean, I can get, if you said a graphics card is 60 quid, I can get one of those as well.
I'm sure there is graphics card, but of course, the more you pay that, the more it is. But remember, the hardware for the PS4, we're not talking the PS5. PS5's got pretty powerful hardware, but PS4 is not. I mean, I've got PS4, right? It's not.
Do you want to sell it? You need cash, right?
PS4 Pro.
Is it broken? Is it working well? Good condition?
I might check because
I'll give you money. I'll give you cash for it.
I'm not sure.
I'll give you hard cash for it. Oh fuck.
Sorry, you're right in front of me. I have to see, I'm not sure if it's 100% working.
Oh, what? You broke your PS4? Holy shit. Fucking hell, how did you manage that one?
I don't use it, man, really much, do I?
So it's got to be working well if you haven't used it. Unless you haven't used it,
no,
literally.
because when I stopped it started to get a bit funny, like...
Oh, fuck,
it
you didn't.
The CDs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but besides,
my consoles, the reason I like consoles, they very rarely fuck up on me either. My PCs fuck up on me all the time.
Well, you've been a bit unlucky then, because it's not the case that they all...
Well, maybe it happened...
Well,
evidently it happened the other way round for you.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, if you had...
Oh, but if your PS4 is working okay, I'll give you money for it.
Use your medkit.
Do I have a medkit?
I might not be able to say.
Oh,
I might not be able to get
I had one, luckily. You're right. Oh, good looking out there.
Because we need to get to the objective.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're not going to complete it.
So it's just us two.
Oh, the bot died. Holy shit. No, we're definitely not going to do it then. And also, do these little aliens, do they keep coming?
Yes.
Oh, that's... I don't like this
game. That's what I'm saying, I have to activate the objective.
It's just silly, man. And it's not just little ones, it's big ones as well.
It's not... just...
You know what I don't like? I figured out what I don't like about this game. There's no melee combat. Because obviously the aliens, they bleed blood, they bleed acid.
Yeah,
so there's no melee.
This was melee.
Yeah.
Fight the aliens hand to hand.
Yeah, but I like it. I like games where there's melee as well. Like
Gears of War. There is a melee option. You can melee the aliens if you want.
How?
I don't know what the button is for you. It's on one of my keyboard buttons.
Yeah, no, he's got a melee option, but I mean...
It's not very good.
It's not good because they splatter blood all over. They splatter acid all over you.
Yeah. It's not really meant to be a game for melee, I don't think. Saying Dark Souls.
Well, Gears of War. Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's a completely different franchise. Gears of War is like different. Besides, Gears of War is mainly shooting. It's not really.
Alright. It is, yeah.
I don't associate that with melee, right?
Yeah, no. The Gears of War, they have chainsaws on their guns for melee. Pretty cool.
Do you not like? That's not supposed to like Warhammer 40k because there's a lot of melee in that.
I do like Warhammer 40k.
Oh, I do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like Warhammer.
Yeah.
I like it quite a lot. Actually.
I was playing a Warhammer game.
My favourite sci-fi universe, to be honest.
Yeah, mine as well, probably.
Just because it's so brutal and you want to see it's like Blackbill, right? That's a depressing universe.
It is, yeah.
Right? It's the most bleak.
It's very fucking deep as well, man. The lore.
Yeah, so?
It's very complex and deep as well. It's very well done.
The lore is huge, isn't it? Very extensive.
I like how the lore is based on traditional religion as well. basically.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there is pasta, isn't there?
Yeah, that's good. Oh fuck.
And for these days, it's quite well. It probably will go woke, but at least it hasn't fully woke yet.
True. It will
probably
eventually.
get like female space marines and stuff.
Oh, I'm down. Nah, we're gonna die, man. My back is hurting anyway.
Which is bullshit.
And no one said anything in the chat.
Can't save you, buddy.
No, it's over.
I can't get to
Go ahead, man. Good luck.
Get lost, big one. The fuck?
Man. Yeah.
I'm gonna die probably.
Oh. It's really loud, you're right. It's fucking hell, it's really loud.
Sorry?
It's really loud on the streams, really loud. Oh well, that's that, man. Alright.
See the performance.
I think we're gonna have to kick it down a difficulty for next time. I know.
No, we don't need to have a low difficulty.
So we're just gonna be on this level forever, literally forever.
No, we won't. All you need to do. Well, if you really want to put it down difficulty.
Well, not now. I've had enough.
It's your choice. If you really want to do it, that's fine.
Well, next time. I'm saying
Shouldn't
next
be
time.
selfish.
Next time, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
But where are you? Oh, right. So let's check out that date psych video then.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
I'm out of the game then. Right now. Maybe if the audio's louder, can well, it's a short video. I don't need to hear it. I've already watched it.
It's kind of annoying that. Well, you should be able to hear it well.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's through Discord, but if not, it doesn't matter because it's only short and I can remember most of what was said anyway.
I'm annoyed that no one's come on the chat again.
You're annoyed. Oh, so it does bug you.
Oh yeah, clearly it does, but I think people do it on purpose.
You said before it didn't, though. That's why I'm just saying. Or were you just saying that?
What the hell does Neoplatonism mean?
Say it again.
Neoplatonism. Never heard of that. It's like a stupid word.
I don't know who's saying that.
Southern Israelite.
Oh, okay. What, are you sub to him?
No, I'm not sure if I'm sub to him or not. It came up on my homepage. Oh, there's a new video from a depressed, unwanted man. I've got to watch that at some point. I'll probably watch
proper Doomer content, that is.
I don't know, kind of, I guess.
I'm almost don't even want to check out his channel.
Yeah, that's one for me.
Depressed, unwanted man. I mean, that just feels sad to watch that.
That's one for me,
yeah.
Yeah. Sexlessness in Japan, 9 months ago, yeah? 6 minute long.
One of his, I think it was one of his first videos, his channel. The second one actually, the first one that he's done with the graph. Yeah, actually it's his first video, because the first video he's got is some axe throwing highlights. So his first proper video.
So the title is Sexlessness in Japan, yeah?
Yeah. Only like 6 minutes 43 seconds.
Alright, so I'm gonna watch. You gonna listen in or?
Yeah, go on.
So shall I pause after a couple of minutes and then we can maybe talk or something?
Yeah, just do it when you want. I'll try listening on the Discord so I'm not so behind. But if it gets bad, I'll have to mute it.
Alright.
So just try it.
Alright, here we go.
Hello, everyone. I want to share with you a new study that just came out a few days ago about sexlessness for men in Japan. This is something that you may be familiar with. You may have heard about it. Essentially, that men and people in general in Japan are having sex at much, much lower rates. There is a subset of men in Japan, I believe the Japanese word for this is the hikikomori, who essentially isolate themselves and have no sex. In English, this is sometimes translated to the herbivore men. This study does not deal with that subpopulation specifically, but it does touch on this as far as it being a society-wide issue in Japan. What we're looking at here is a sample of 4,000 men. About half of these men are married, half are not, between the ages of 20 and 50. We're going to look at sexlessness over the last month, over the last year, and permanent sexlessness, or men who have never had sex, virgins or incels or whatever you would like to call them. So first, over the last month, if we look at married men, half of all married men in Japan have no sex. So basically, sexless marriages in Japan, half of them, if we look at that as the metric for what is a sexless marriage, men that have not had sex in a whole month. For men who are unmarried, the number is of course even higher. It's 65%. 65% of unmarried men in Japan have not had sex in the last month. This is over the span of 1 month, so what can we get from that? It's probably not as telling for single men as the yearly statistics are, which we will look at right now. For men who are unmarried in Japan, 43% did not have sex in the last year. So basically, 43% of Japanese men are going without sex over the course of at least 1 year. For married men who are married, 19% of these guys have not had sex in the last year. So here you have what are essentially perpetually sexless marriages. 19% of men in these marriages are not having sex with their wives. Moving on, we can look at men who have never had sex. And here we see a huge division again between married and unmarried men. Men who have never been married in Japan, who have never had sex, it's 23%. It's a huge number. A huge number of men who have never been married report not having sex. Married men is going to be really low, as you can expect. 1% of the sample reported never having sex for married men, which, I mean, the vast majority of married men, as you can totally expect, totally intuitive finding, are going to have had sex with their wives. But 7% of men who fall into the other category, which could include men who, for example, were married but had divorced. 7% of these men never had sex in their entire lives. So these aren't men who were never married. These are men who were married in some other capacity and divorced, and still, somehow, never had sex. The study looked at 3 other variables that it found a relationship with that are worth a mention here as well. The rural versus urban divide. Okay, rural men, much less sex on average. Another is the SES, the socioeconomic or the income divide. Men who make more money having more sex. This is something that we see pretty consistently across cultures. Higher education men, higher income men tend to have more sex on average. And this is also because they're more likely to be married, and we can see the relationship in this data between men in relationships having sex, men not in relationships not having sex. And the third variable they looked at here was depression. Depressed men not having as much sex. Is that because depression causes them not to have sex, or are they depressed because they're not having sex? We don't know, because it's a correlation. You cannot tell from this data what the direction of that relationship is, or if it's causal, but here we see, and this is also again something pretty consistent across all of the research on sex, men who have mental health issues are having less sex in general. So, what can you get out of this research, and what can you take home from it? Well, if you're interested in the sexlessness phenomenon in Japan, the hikikomori phenomenon, and what is going on, this is going to be your newest data and your most up-to-date data. Probably the best data that you have on male sexlessness in Japan at the moment. But from a dating and a relationship perspective, I think the message here, the big take-home, is that if you want to have consistent sex, your best bet is to get into a monogamous relationship. And again, this is something that we see in the data across cultures. For example, in the recent 2021 GSS data that I ran, which is on my website, you can read if you'd like to know how much sex people have had in 2021. People in relationships account for most of the sex being had. Most sex occurs in relationships. And people not in relationships who are having sex are not having sex very frequently. They might have a hookup here and there, a one-night stand. But it's very, very rare that you find the archetypal male bachelor who is not in a relationship and is having a lot of hookups. And anyone promising you that is probably selling you a bill of goods. What you should really be striving for is to get yourself into a monogamous relationship with someone that you have a good sexual relationship with. You can have frequent sex, you can have a satisfying relationship that way. And it does not even have to be a lifelong thing. I'm not saying you need to get married at 18 years old and stay married the rest of your life. No. The dominant human mating pattern is called serial monogamy, which is essentially forming stable monogamous relationships, multiple of them, over the course of your lifetime. And that is what you should be aiming for, is to get yourself into a healthy relationship with high compatibility, high sexual satisfaction, and ultimately, if sex is what you're after, a high level of sexual frequency. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you learned something. If you like it and you'd like to see more research on dating and attraction from within the field of psychology, like, subscribe, follow the channel, and I will talk to you guys later.
Man, that was pretty boring.
Hello? I'm unmuted now.
Yeah, that was like really boring.
Yeah, well, it's study stuff, you know, it's about studies, but the information was there, though. What do you think of it?
Well, yeah, it's high. You know, married, unmarried, high in both. Yeah, but that
What do
makes...
you think?
I knew that already, that those
Yeah,
statistics were
what do you-
famous.
What did you, what about like 43%? I can't remember the exact number.
Yeah.
But
Whereas Japan is the incel capital of the world, right?
yeah, so it's like the West is far better than Japan, right?
Well, it's better. I wouldn't say it's far better, but it's definitely better.
It's far better. 18% to 43, that's more than double. Like, if the West had numbers of, say, like 43%, no, say...
Well, 18% was just 1 year. You know, that might go up again. After, you know, it seems to be zigzagging, the West. So the West is...
Yeah, but
I wouldn't say it's better.
in the
It's very
2018
unpredictable, you know, the
Yeah,
West.
but even in the 2018 one, when it was just about 30, right? That's still 13% lower than what it is in Japan. It's a huge difference. So, put it this way, what did he say? He said there was 19% or was it 18% of men in marriages reported no sex in a year? Well, when you think that's about what it is for men, all men, right? So there's almost the similar percentage of men who are actually married not having sex than men not having sex in total in the West. When it comes to like saying, oh wow, there's a big sickness, yeah, there is going on. It's going on in Japan. We can prove that. People in Japan can be like, oh my god, like lots of men aren't getting this and that. But us in the West, no, we're not at that Japan's level. Will we get to Japan? Maybe. That's open to argument. Maybe in like 10, 20 years we'll be like more like Japan. But right now, no, we have the studies and we can say that we're nowhere near like Japan. That's why I thought that was interesting, because that is a big number of men.
That is
Even
pretty
men
big.
who are married, there's like a decent amount who aren't having sex. That is like a big thing. And I thought the other thing that's interesting that you put, that most men, yeah, is like, most men aren't, like, may have the occasional hookup, but this stereotype of like certain guys going around slaying is such a small number. It just doesn't really correlate. You know, women are not as promiscuous as mainly it's the Red Bull that used to push this, that women are like sluts and they're whores. No, not really. There's only a like small percentage that are like that. You know, but yeah, I thought that was it surprised me a bit, the numbers, because you often hear, but you think, okay, well, like all things, right, it gets exaggerated, so many things. But when it comes to Japan, it seems, no, it's actually legit. There is an actual legit sexlessness society it's heading towards.
Yeah, but I think
that's why birth rate's so low. You know?
I think Japan has always been like that, though, right? It's always had that reputation.
I don't know.
I think so.
That.
Yeah. Japan is a very strange place, man.
Program I saw on this a few years ago, and if I remember rightly, it's a growing trend of like, because they said virginity rates between men and women in Japan, Japanese people, was increasing.
Yeah.
Because they say like this.
It's definitely growing. Yeah, it's definitely growing. Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know if it's always been like that. I don't know for sure, to be honest. But I think it's got worse either way. But yeah, Japan is very high sexlessness. You know, that is...
Yeah, it is very high. Yeah.
Japan is a nation full of incels, you can say, right? Or volcels, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
But the West, to me, it just makes you think these guys who, like, the West is the worst place in the world.
I really don't think... I think a lot of incels are coming around to the idea that, yes, let's not cope anymore, we're a minority.
Yeah.
Like, I know Todd made that video, and so did that reformed Copa guy, but I think deep down they know, like, yeah, we're a minority, man. Because also, it's not just
like that, though, being
but a lot of guys, they may get scraps of sex like once a year, but that's still not much of an improvement, man. That's again why they're complaining. It's like that's still not very good, man. The guy said, Alex.
Well,
he said, right? He said the best thing to do is get in a monogamous relationship I mean,
Well,
does he know how difficult that is today? That it's not. I've said this before on other streams. It's not the men doing the pumping and dumping today. It's the women. The women are pumping and dumping the men, man. It's fucking. It's hard to get in a relationship. Yeah. And relationships. No. I'll say sex, relationships, whatever. I think women are the gatekeepers.
Yeah, I agree more on that. Well, I mean, the saying is that the old saying is that women are the gatekeepers of sex, but men are the gatekeepers of relationships. But I'd agree more with you that actually no, women have the power to get in relationships as well. But I think suppose if you're a high status man, or at least in the past,
yeah, but that's literally top like 10%, right?
Yeah, but it could be for various things. I'm not like saying strictly for looks, because I'm saying like it's like you said in the studies, it tends to be more wealth and your level of education that correlates strongly with having more sex. So, you know, if you're on the lower, because it's also with the Dutton studies, this said as well, and the study that I saw where it said like if you're living at home, you're far more likely to be single and stuff, and if you're less educated, if you earn less money, so lower economic, social ladder, you know, your point in the ladder, the lower you are, the more chance you're going to be an incel, basically, you know, or you're going to just be perpetually single, because women do want guys who are of a certain level. This would kind of count some of what Dashboard says, though. Because Dashboard with the oofy-doofy thing would be like, look, low achieving guys, scrubs, they don't want to be overshown, they're earning more money than the women. But I don't know, this day, to be fair, has kind of said, well, no, if you are still stable as a man, because it's markers of stability, right? If you have a stable job or earning, you can provide for a family. That's what it is, isn't it? So, and also status, like, because I guess people are snobbish. I think that's it as well. I think like if you're of a certain caliber of individual, you will be looked upon favourably. Whereas if you're like a chav, if you're like just like cancel, you know, whatever, that is demonized. Unless you're like I go for like a drug dealer sort of fuck gang, right? But I don't know. The data seems to indicate if you're more educated, you're wealthier, then you're more likely to get into a relationship, and relationships is the best way to get consistent sex constantly. Because it is true, the study could just be like you had one hookup in the year, one night stand, and that would mean you would be like yes when it comes to the questionnaire, right? Because the study isn't specific enough to say, well, how many times did you actually have sex for that year? And that's why it is true, the majority of the banging is being done by oofy doofies, if we're going by that metric, because there's far more oofy doofies than there is chads, like by the numbers, and we see that majority of the population has sex while in relationships, so therefore oofy doofies are doing most of the ploughing, which is quite a funny concept, because those super chads because one, not all super chaps are promiscuous, firstly, some actually like to be in a relationship, and two, because there's such a small number of them, even though they might be going through 5 or 10 women a year, which is a very small number. I mean, that was like 1 or 2% of the population do that. The vast numbers of oofy doofs with their one girlfriend are still doing most of the sex, right? That's where most of the sex is happening. When we look at a population, it's because promiscuous people are very small amounts. That's what it showed in the study, right? It's only like I think 4% or 5% of each gender is like very promiscuous. Everyone else is just, you will ideally seem to want to get in a relationship, or you'll just have one sexual partner a year, which is yeah. But I suppose the argument would be then, has it always been like this, or has it got worse? Because we can like when you said before the singles or thing, or people having sex, you were saying like prostitutes, and whilst I seem to think that's unlikely, especially because when we look at the Japanese one, Japanese pay for sex, but you know, the data is different, so I don't think it's like, because otherwise why wouldn't all just Japanese men pay for sex? So, but it doesn't actually matter if it is or isn't, because part of our grumble is that it's got worse. Because we could just say, well, men always paid for the sex in the past. It's just that men are paying for less sex now, because people don't have as much money, especially the last few years, so you can say, well, people aren't paying for as much sex. But how do we know, like, things have gotten worse in the past? Because people could argue, well, it's always been hard for men, and it's just that people are more willing to complain. people like, because it is in our society now to be the victim more, isn't it? It is true, and then, like, men are a bit more bitchy these days than they used to be. Remember the old days, the attitude is tough up, you know, you don't complain, you get on with life, you don't grumble, you know, think past generations. That's the way to be. Now it's a bit more metrosexual, where it's like you can show your feelings, you can betray weakness. So guys are doing that more. Guys are complaining more than they were. So is it legitimate, like, complaints, or has it really not changed that much? Or if it has got worse, is it only like a little bit? Again, this is why, like, it's hard to quantify. Like, is it? You see what I mean, right? Like, like, how do we know that we are right if we were to say it's getting harder than before? You know, like, it's a hard question to answer. But I don't think anyone, like, truly knows. Like,
well, it's gotten slightly harder, hasn't it?
Because it also depends how you define getting harder. What metric?
Because, like, at one point, wasn't it? It was like 10% at one point, wasn't it? In like the 80s or something, or was it the 90s? If you look at that graph went all the way back to the 70s.
What graph? Which one are you talking about? So no.
The sex graph. How many?
West or Japan?
No, the American one.
Oh, okay, yeah, the American one.
I'm pretty sure at one point it was lowered to 10%. It kind of.
It did go down at one point. Yeah, it did. But I can hold on. Let me point this to you then, Ice Gabba. How do you know that it wasn't just that men were going with prostitutes more back then?
Could have been, yeah.
Because people generally had more money, didn't they? And then, like,
maybe.
You know, and also there was less copes. You could say back then, men didn't have pornography as much, and I'm sure I've seen where pornography does lower, like, men's desire, because then, you know, you're getting your rocks off, right? So it's satisfying men's urges, which is why some people think it's more conspiratorial.
Well, you've missed the key.
Using it to control men.
You've missed the key one.
What's that?
Well, there was no social media, so women use sex for attention. They were willing to give up sex.
Yeah, true. But I'm saying from a man's point of view, there's more copes for men. What I mean is, think before, like, video games really caught on mainstream. Think before the internet was really mainstream. Think before like pornography and stuff like that. As a man, you had to go out in the real world, and you didn't have porn so much. Okay, there was magazines and VHS stuff like that, you know. But you didn't have video games as a cope, because I know video games were around, but most people didn't really do it, or they saw it as uncool. It was, you know, it was kind of more of a niche thing. And people would have to go out in the real world to socialise, right? So, yeah, you know, it could have meant, because of going out in the real world socialising, they could have got more actual sex without having to go to prostitute. But you could argue that men didn't have as many things to just distract them away from sex, right? Because people do, like, video games are a form of escapism, and video games are very popular now. They're like, I mean, we're playing tonight. A lot of people really do, for better or worse, get into video games. And people living on the internet, again, people pretend to be other people on the internet, all laughing and that, you know, even on YouTube. So there's a lot more escapism. When you imagine you're a guy like in the 80s and 90s, like, it's pretty boring if you just stayed indoors. You don't have the internet, you don't have porn that you can just watch online and jerk off all the time. And you don't have video games. I mean, you might have some basic games, gaming console, but it's not to the level of today.
No,
it's pretty damn boring. So what do you have to do? You go out in the real world.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
So it was like a different environment. But I guess I'm just saying hypothetically, like, if you use the argument of, well, it's gone down sexlessness because guys are using hookers more. Yeah, but how do we know other times that, you know, because we don't know. There may be more guys using hookers. You could use the same argument for why sexlessness was less before, because guys were just more willing to fuck hookers. And also, it's unlikely because most guys don't like to go with an escort, by the way.
I know they don't. That's why
it's only 30%. I remember the stat, but it's probably an old stat now. I probably need to see an updated one. But I remember the old stat, it used to be 30% of men admitted to being with one in their lifetime. That could mean just once in your lifetime. So guys that are regularly doing it,
really? That seems low. That seems low to me. When was that taken?
You know what? I'll do a Google search because there might be an updated number, so I'm going to just type it in. I'm sure something come up. Yeah, there's one I saw years ago where there was like men that had been with like you know, a prostitute. It was 30% in their lifetime. And don't forget, some of the regulars are actually guys that are married guys, and guys that would get sex anyway are some of like the regulars who are like more sex addicts, right? So it's a real niche thing. You think people like even people who are so-called incels, a lot of them, and I don't begrudge them for this, when you say the solution is just go to a prostitute, like, no, I don't want to do that. So a lot of men, the default position is to not want to do it. You know, way more men are against that because of principle, because they see it as not the real thing, or it's a loser, whatever it may be. They don't want to do that. They're not into it. Some men are, but we are like, you know, people.
I think men,
minority.
if they, when it comes to desperation, there comes to a point they're like, yeah, well, I have to do it. I have no other choice. You know, that's why they do it.
Yeah, but some men don't, because some men would rather say like jerk off, right?
I did a poll on one of my forums. I literally did a poll. It was like, you know, would you rather go to a prostitute or basically stay a virgin forever? And I think about 20% of them said they'll just stay a virgin forever.
Well, I've got one here. So look, again, this is why I say that with the incel thing. I don't think it's a good argument to use because it says the demographic who use prostitutes the most are white married men of high status.
What year is this? And is this America?
Get rid of the ad. No, it's UK. It's 2019.
Shit! Wow.
It's the people who use prostitutes the most are men in their 30s to 50s.
Oh, they use them the most. Yeah, because they use them every fucking week. They literally use them.
That's what I'm saying. It's normally, it's actually people who normally could get sex anyway, who just have high sex drives.
Yeah.
And they have the attitude of, you know, they're normally like businessmen times money. And because you think about it, like, a lot of professional footballers, you know, superstars, they're always like involved with prostitutes, and they don't need to. They can get, you know, these guys get whoever they want. But it's like, that's what they say. The conception is that the prostitute, what a lot, I suppose, guys who use prostitute get annoyed because the stereotype would be, oh, it's a guy who can't get sex, when it's actually the guy who can't get sex generally isn't seeing prostitutes. It's actually the guys who can. It's the opposite. It's actually the more higher status men that actually go to prostitutes often. Some of that's because they have to have money, I guess.
I don't really agree because the only reason the statistics came out that way is because those guys use them a hell of a lot more. But there are a lot of incel guys that may go to a prostitute like once a month or once every couple of months, or you know, once every 2 or 3 months they'll go to a prostitute because they need that release. You know, these high status guys you're talking about.
Most don't though. Like most men don't.
Most men don't probably, but there's still a lot of incel guys turn to escorts. They do.
Right, I've got one here. This was done 2018. So again, it's saying it's most likely to be middle class men that are going. The analysis was done between 20-year-olds and 74. So, right, bear with me because again, you know, like I said, it's not the actual study, and I don't like that, but I will say what it says. So it says 12% use prostitutes.
Mm-hmm. That seems low.
It claims 12% use prostitutes.
I mean, it seems low, but it could be accurate because that's still 1 in 10, or a little bit over 1 in 10.
Yeah.
So it's still quite a lot. To me, I would have thought it would be about 20%.
They said that an unexpected finding is that the expected number of times with prostitutes is higher on one those who declare that they are religious. Yeah, well, because they're doing it maybe on the down low, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And they're trying to hide it, so they go to prostitutes because, you know, it's secret.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because they're trying to stay pure, so to speak, for their religion, right? So you're
like this one. You're like this one. The expected number of times with prostitutes was much higher among men traveling abroad, so sex tourism.
Yep.
Living in London, you're like that.
Yep.
And middle rather than high or low earners. So that's interesting. Rather than high or low, it's actually the middle that's in most. I would say maybe that's because of I mean, maybe the higher class. I don't know how many people in their study would be from the higher class, but obviously middle over lower because they've got more money, right? Like that's why I'd say that is. Because you know you need money for prostitutes, right? You can't if you got no money, you're not gonna.
If you got no money, honey, we got your disease.
Yeah, no money, no honey, right?
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
Fuck.
I've seen that before. Like you know, like the stereotype was always that it's the loser man who goes to prostitute, but it's not. It's actually the professional class that uses prostitutes the most.
Well, yeah, we've all seen that film, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's because also these guys probably have like a lot of them maybe because they have more self-esteem or they've like more drive. Because don't forget, if you're depressed, that lowers your sex drive. So I guess if you're like in a bad situation in life, your sex drive may have dropped, so you may not even like feel the need. Whereas these guys who are succeeding in life, whatever metric you want to use, high flyer types, libido naturally shoots up. So yes, they're more tempted, and they've got the money, so they go to prostitutes more often. Yeah.
Did you watch that Street Maxer video of him cooking up food?
Nah, I was gonna watch it and I thought, it's boring. I'm not really interested in cooking. Did you?
No, I was going to, but
yeah, I always thought, nah. I mean, it's I couldn't be bothered. It's only 5 minutes. Have you been watching Nuclear Redfield? What do you think of him?
I watched it. I agreed with his video. These guys have their copes.
Which one? Which one, though? Made a few.
His
the JQ?
Yeah,
or the self-improvement, or the...
the JQ one, because...
Oh, okay.
That's a cope, isn't it? Because yes, you know, a lot of this media was made by the J tribe, but it's like, so what? They made a lot of media is made by other people, not just them, you know.
I've not watched all the videos, so I don't know, but people in the comments, I don't know if this is true though, they were attacking him saying he's flip-flopped on the issue.
Yeah, but that's just ridiculous.
He seems to flip-flop on all issues, don't he? That's the problem with Nuclear Redfield. Like, it's hard to... That's why I don't know what he thinks, because he just seems to change. Like, 1 month he'll say this, and the next month he says that. I don't know. But he's coming across a bit more unhinged. His autism, I think, is shining through with his head. But yeah.
Oh, fuck.
He's having... he even attacked the Unreal Man, your friend, you know.
He's not my friend.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Yeah, he attacked him because he was debunking the notion of self-improvement. He put up a video of Schwarzenegger, that's it. And Schwarzenegger was saying in the video that he didn't do, he's not, the concept of a self-made man doesn't exist. It's false. That he was saying that during, even though the success he's had, he had a lot of people helping him through the way. And he's saying like, no man can truly make it on your own. So, you know, yeah, I do think that's... I think it's... Yeah, there's... Obviously that's true. Especially if you're going to make it big. I think you can make, like... Individually, you can make improvements. But if you want to, like, get to Schwarzenegger's level, yeah, you're going to need people to help you. You know, when you look at all these, like... That's why, like, all these people, like... You know, people who love Elon Musk. Like, oh, look at him, he love it. But then, when you look at Elon Musk's background, he was the son of... His father was like owned an emerald mine, not just a gold mine. Emerald, which is more valuable than gold, right? I believe so. Like his family is like very prestigious. If you go back, I watched a video on it. Like his family lineage, he's like an elite. He's always been an elitist. So again, you know, I think it was the same with Bill Gates.
What about Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate's out of prison.
Well, Andrew Tate, again, you look at his background, I think his father being the
CIA
Grandmaster, and I think his granddad, because I think the father behind it was a Grandmaster chess player as well, and some other ones. I think he had I think, again, one of his family worked for the government. There was even rumours that his father was briefly CIA, but I don't know if that's true.
I think his father worked for the CIA, yeah.
Yeah, so he's a well-connected, well-to-do family. It's not like a
well, I don't know if they were well-to-do, but I mean, they were definitely did stuff.
They were. His father being a grandmaster chess player gives you status, it gave you money, and you
he claims to have grown up poor. That's what he claims.
Yeah, but people claim all this. There's some of these other political YouTubers. You don't know the guy, always because he was a phony. Sargon. He was no one. He claimed to be working class. A couple of them working class, and they turn out to be like these comfortable middle class boys.
Oh, okay.
Who go to some of them go to like private school. I mean, it's just people like to, because the reason why they do that is because they don't want people to look and go, oh, you had a silver spoon in your mouth, so that's why you like. They want to make out, I did all this hard work, right? They don't want people demeaning their achievements, so they'll claim that it's a rags to riches story, but in reality, those rags to riches stories happen very rarely, right? Because there is a glass ceiling, because there is forces which make it hard, and if you look at all the real powerful rich people, they tend to be the same families. It's very hard to break into the group. It's just not allowed.
1%ers?
Yeah, which 1%, and they have, is it like 99% of the wealth of the world?
I don't know.
That's what it is. So, or at least they have more than 50%. I don't know what it's that, but it is something ridiculous like that, which is what I said to you before, when people grumble about if there is, the inequalities in sex distribution, that it's really fair compared to the wealth inequality. That's the real wealth inequality. Is ridiculous when you break down the numbers. Like 1% having sex is, even though, if there's more top heavy, it's far more fair than wealth. Wealth is the one, and of course wealth will make it easier for you to get sex, so it's like, I mean, that's one that will get you depressed if you look too much into the wealth inequality. That's why it's best not to think too much about it.
I suppose so, yeah.
It's a different universe what those rich people live compared to us. Us plebs.
Yeah.
We can only dream of that sort. Because it's not just the money. Money gives you power. So it's not just the money you're getting, it's the power.
Oh shit.
To really influence things. These YouTubers, political guys, you could say it's a thing that they can actually change it. They have no power at all. But people with real power are those 1%ers.
If you've got the money, honey, we've got your disease. In the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Have you heard that song? You know that song?
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, it's a good song, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've just seen you're playing the game.
Yeah, I got bored.
GTA, right?
Yeah. What you were talking about before, well, what do you think of Trump? Do you think, what's going on there?
In short, you remember he claimed that his big thing about draining the swamp? Well, Trump is part of the swamp. That's,
But
he's an elite. He's part of the system. Yeah, he run his presidential campaign on that he was this maverick, that he was outside of the system, when he is very much, and his family are in the system. He's just another one. That's why there's old photos of him being friendly, with the Clintons and stuff like that. It's all the club, whether it's the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bushes, the Trumps, all the elitist families. It's just, this again, they're all part of the club.
So you think this is all fake?
Trump's a phony.
You know he's going to get arrested.
He's a phony. Yeah, but again, it's all show and ponies. I don't believe it's. Trump's not going. Let's be honest. Trump's not going to prison for years. It's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, but they're trying not to They're trying not to make him run again.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, because Trump didn't exactly do anything good anyway. I mean, it's not. He's part of the system. This is why you can be black.
But you always say this. I'm like, okay. But the only way to change the system is to be part of the system, There's no other way.
Yeah, but it doesn't work, because what happens is you just become corrupted. That's the real practical thing, right? Because anyone who's truly independent is going to get the talk, and if they carry on, something bad's going to happen to them, right? People aren't going to sacrifice. Like, you think someone who's... This is why you think
But
someone
he's still gonna.
millionaire-
He still could be better than some other guy that's also in the system. You know. You
if
can't.
he truly is making decisions. Like, do you think the leader of, like, our Prime Minister or their president, do you think he has the actual undivided power, like a monarchy, where if he wants to enact something, it happens? Like, I think I see, like, political leaders as just, like, your PR man. It's the man who goes on it. You know, politicians are middle managers. It's the people who you don't see who really, the elites, right, who really influence things. Politicians are almost like middle managers. Like, they don't drive the narratives, and there's very little things they can do. Maybe there's some things they can change, but again, Trump would just be like one man in a party, firstly, and it's, you know, all the figures in the party have to come to, like, agreements on things. So you can never get, like, one man, I'm going to change the system. It just doesn't happen. The system, you know, you saw that through all the CV19 stuff, how controlled the system is now, how coordinated it is. You look at the World Economic Forum, like, for example, the Klaus Schwab, where they say, like, most of their, like, the Canadian government's made up mainly of, like, their political leaders that all came from their special school. You know, you don't look at political leaders, look at these multinational organizations, look at places when they go to, like, Davos and places like that. That's where the real agendas are getting played out, and they're, like, you know, all the things we see in the world that seem to conveniently all happen across the developed world, all in coordination. You know, you could say politics is the biggest cope. It's that illusion. Democracy is like the illusion to make people think they have any power, have any say, right? It's to keep the peasants from causing societal breakdown. But they don't really have a say, because the two, like in America, the two parties on all, like, the main issues, they will agree. You're not going to get, like, a radical party that's really going to fundamentally change things. There'll be, like, some little differences between the parties, and of course the media will create, like, a big show and dance about it, and you'll be like, oh yeah, you Democrats, oh yeah, you Republicans. But will the reality, will what the actual policies radically shift the direction the country's going? No, the major issues are already predetermined, and they will go ahead regardless. You know, I mean, you might get a few percentage points on a certain tax here, a certain policy here, more benefits into this, slightly less. Little things, but nothing major. And it's the same for the UK, same for any of the major countries in the world. I mean, you would struggle more to find countries that are truly independent. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to politics, I am, like, extremely black-pilled. There is no solution. There is no solution. It's like literally go in the woods, get off the grid, like live off the grid, right? Or go to, like, some real underdeveloped world where the elites aren't concentrated, because of course they concentrate on the developed world because that's where the power is. Undeveloped worlds are kind of left more to their own, but then you've got to deal with corruption and stuff like that, which, you know, there is obviously corruption in the developed world, but there's a lot more sort of, like, mob-like corruption at the ground level with, say, like, police officers and that, where they might hustle you down for money, literally. Where, yeah, police can be bad in the West, but you're not going to get that level of corruption. Like in Asia, unfortunately, that does exist. You have to be careful with the police. You know? So, yeah, I mean, that's sort of like, I'm very black-pilled, you know, way more black-pilled about that than dating or women or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I just don't see there is any solution. Yeah, there is a solution. You want to know the solution?
What?
It's not what you're thinking of. It's not the final one. No.
Oh
it's,
yeah.
It's something that people aren't prepared to do. Is that it would take the sacrifice of thousands, if not, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe even 1 million or 2 lives. Like, I'm talking about real bloodshed. Like, the masses rise up. They're going to get slaughtered by the powers. But if enough lives are lost, you might get some of the elites saying, look, this is too much. And then that's when things can change. But it would take the sacrifice. And if you look through history, when there had to be many lives were lost. If it's just a few people, they will slaughter them and things will carry on. But once you get enough bodies, then something will change. Because some people will have enough conscience when they'll go, look, this is too much now. And the elites will start to disagree.
Yeah,
it could lead to a bigger war that way, because that's how it happens, right? The elites start to, and that's when you get your big wars. But
But
That's
never going to happen, though, is it? Let's be honest.
No, because the elites are smart and they'll keep our lives comfortable enough, so there will never be like a mass. You know, they'll make sure that the supply lines keep going, that there's food. You know, all these prophets go on about this and that, but I don't think so. I think the elites are clever enough. They know that if they want the system to keep going as it is, they have to keep our basic necessities that people find comfortable. And men are a lot more like docile than we used to be. We are less aggressive than we used to be. So this is the thing, how many people are actually willing to give their life? I think relatively few. And that's what it will take. It will literally take many of these so-called people who want change to give their lives for it. How many are willing to do that? I don't think there is. That's why I'm black-pilled on it. It will never change. It will take bloody revolt of many people sacrificing their lives, and you know, they're playing video games or staying at home or being comfortable, whatever it may be. You have to become uncomfortable, potentially dying or being maimed. And are people willing to do that? No, they're not. So nothing will change. That's why I think it's all just nonsense. Like, you're just mental masturbation if you're talking about we're going to change the system from the inside. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen, because we can see examples of this in the UK, right? Any like right-wing, like organic group, that as soon as it gets started up, it gets infiltrated, it gets shut down. You know, our equivalent was it MI5 and that one, MI6. I'm trying to be the one that does the domestic affairs. I think maybe they both do actually. Yeah, MI5 or MI6. Yeah, they do have different roles, but I can't remember.
I thought MI5 was domestic.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure. Maybe it is MI5.
Or maybe
MI6 is the external affairs, right? You might be right on that. I'm not sure, but yeah, whichever one it is for the domestic affairs, which is our equivalent of feds, they will shut it down. And there's been examples of this, of organic right-wing movements that wanted real change, like to go radical, and they got stomped out. You know, they get members in there, and a lot of their key members get arrested, or they get pressured on to change their direction, right? They may get paid off and said, look, you won't go to prison, but you've now got to change your message. You've got to go against what you said before. You know, Tommy Robson's one. He was compromised. Tommy Robson.
He's famous, that guy.
Yeah, but he's compromised. He's controlled opposition. He's not. You know, he may have at one point, like, legitimately was. Like,
but was he? Did he start out controlled opposition, or did they get to him like you said?
That's a good question. Don't know, but clearly, you know, on certain issues, like he's pro-Zionist, for example, there's some issues which seems a bit weird to me, and he's now gone. Well, he has changed his tune. That's it. I think he was a bit more with the race stuff, but now he's like, oh no, I'm against racism and all that. So he seems to have U-turned a bit on his viewpoint. So to me, that is quite suspicious, and the fact that he's not locked away for a substantial period of time, and profile he has, and there's been some whistleblowers I've seen where he was getting money, and he would like go on these coke binge parties and stuff, because I remember hearing some audio, and he was like, you know, clearly off his face at some party. Oh yeah. Well, it's the same in America with a lot of the right-wing people there. They got exposed to be either frauds or have connections with certain things, right? Remember the Proud Boys, one of them?
Oh yeah.
He had some connection with the authorities or something. A lot of these are. Now some can't be proven, some is rumoured, but others there seems to be more evidence. And it definitely happens because these intelligence agencies have always been doing this. So of course it happens. And we know that the status quo hates these organisations, so of course they're going to infiltrate them. So that's why it's very depressing if you actually want to change, because it's not going to happen. And that's what I mean, there is no real solution. I don't know. It's just, there is no, it's like, what, I think that's why you just have to like think, well, what can you change in your own specific part of your life, because you can't change the system, right? You just got to think, how can you make the system work best for you, or how to protect yourself most from the system. Or, like say, go to a different geomax, right? If you don't like the
I don't know, man.
Go to a different one. But then it does have its negatives. Like, it's not...
Holy
you're
shit.
trading one batch of negatives for another. And it's up to you to decide if that's going to be an improvement or not.
Hoodie Bronson showed up. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still here. Hi, Bronson.
Man, you're supposed to be keeping an eye on the chat, man. That's my fault.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while, so I didn't. It's only 10 minutes ago. Check the timestamp.
Well, we might as well fucking...
You might be still here, there's 2 people watching.
Well, I don't know.
Still here, Bronson. Lurking.
Maybe, but... I mean, fuck it, man, should we... I can't think of it. It's been really boring. So, maybe we should cut it short.
Yeah, it's alright. Man, it's fine. But we have to now.
Yeah, I don't know what else, man, that's the thing. Like...
Did you have anything to react to?
Depressed Unwanted Man, maybe? I don't know.
You can put it on if you want. I can... No, I can just watch it.
To be honest, his videos are pretty boring, but...
Yeah. You know, it's up to you, that's what I mean. Oh, he's still here. What's up? Think about going to a bar and pigeon dancing tonight. Oh, do you watch Hallmarks of Bronson? Pigeon dancing.
Well, you should like it. Fucking Friday, Saturday. Don't be like me and Bill, man. We're just killing our time, you know. I mean, it is Friday night, right? Though, to be honest, like...
Good Friday. It's Good Friday, right?
Yeah, but...
It's cool today. Good Friday. It's a Good Friday.
Yeah.
Easter Saturday tomorrow.
True.
Easter, man. You gotta be more upbeat. You sound a bit defeated.
Well... I'm thinking about my setup, you know.
Yeah, shut up, alright. It's a big...
Yeah, that as well. But I mean, I've got this setup looks to be working very well. But how the hell am I going to check the chat? I'm going to have to like use my little laptop that's still working.
I use like a phone.
No, because the phone, it goes off on its own. So, not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking you could just periodically check it every like few minutes. Right?
No, I don't like doing that. I'd rather just... Oh.
Well, to be fair, you would need more people in the chat in the first place to even worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that at the moment. But it's not getting too many people on it. Depressed Unwanted Man is being real weird about Todd. I don't know what it is about. You'll have to explain. I don't watch either of them.
Well, they're just we want to be friends. Ugly men. Alright, let's react to it. Ugly men need to go away. Do you mind?
Yeah, I don't mind. You're gone. Like I said, there's nothing else to do.
Alright, here we go.
Never watched a video from this guy, so it's been
Alright,
the first time.
here we go. I'm giving him a shout out, by the way, if he's watching, which I don't know if he will, but here we go.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I haven't uploaded all week. That's because I haven't had anything to say. I kind of feel like I said all I wanted to say. I said that several times before, and then I came back and had other videos I wanted to make, but past week, I just... There's just nothing, like I said. You know, we're not loved as lovely men. That's just all there is to it. If you look good, people love you. Men and women both. If you're ugly as fuck, people just... they want nothing to do with you. It's like you got some kind of disease or... it's just a natural compulsion. Especially to the ugly man. stand to live a life alone. And it's something, normal, average people and attractive people will never understand. I don't even think they realize the pain they're causing ugly guys. And maybe some of them do, they just don't care.
Can't believe this is 10 minutes.
I was watching a live stream earlier.
300 views.
At that hot dog stand I like to watch. I like to watch that guy because
5 hours ago.
he just has so many people coming up to his hot dog stand and everybody loves him. And it's like a reality TV show. He has a character, a Mexican immigrant, called Amigo, who comes up and wants free food. He has a homeless lady who comes up and wants free food. You'll have angry customers come up, you'll have happy customers. But one thing is universal, all the women love him. And they don't say things like, you're not ugly. They buy him stuff, they show their affection, You can tell it's genuine. They love the guy. And then today he had his buddy from Turkey come in, and everybody's saying, how handsome he is, how cute he is. When you look good, everybody loves you. Again, when you look like shit, everybody hates you. And you're...
Bill, you there?
Yeah, sorry,
You zoned out.
the audio's not great on the video. I have to mute the Discord. I wouldn't be able to hear what he's. Sorry, you're muted. I think you're on mute now. I wouldn't be able to hear what he's saying.
It's
So
kind
it's
of
a bit
boring.
later.
This one. It's just
It's like you were saying that the addicts, the extremes, the bundle of excitement compared to this video, and it's really
He's a bit hit.
depressing to watch.
I don't want to say it's depressing. It's boring.
It is depressing.
Just
That is
boring
really depressing.
to watch.
It's
It's like,
boring as well. It's
it's-
uncomfortable. Like, I feel sorry for the guy to be like the way he is. He's not in a good way, but it's
Yeah, but come on, man.
Watch that.
We are all
That's
masters of our own destiny, are we not? In a way.
yeah. But if that's the case, then being sort of this down about yourself, you're only going to lead one way. That's the issue. See, if we are masters of our own destiny, then yeah, if you're going to have this sort of like be in this depressive state, then that's only sending you one direction. It's not up. Irrespective of your position, if you had that sort of defeated attitude, which he clearly does, and I feel sorry for the guy, but yeah, I mean, he makes Todd seem like he's a bundle of enthusiasm. He's like, even more sort of down in the dumps. So yeah, that's why it was uncomfortable, because I just like, when someone's, he's clearly suffering, it just felt very uncomfortable, because he's like, to watch that, because he's like really, really like down about himself.
Down in the dumps, man.
Yeah, which, of course, depressed, unwanted man. I mean, obviously, it's no surprise when you see a channel name like that. And that's why I just don't, this just, to me, I'm just not watching that content, because it doesn't exactly make me feel good watching that. It's like, I don't want to, see people suffering, obviously. It's not, I don't get off over it or anything, it's not like, which I think is what is cruel. I think a lot of people who watch these locales, they do. They have this weird, bizarre thing when they enjoy or they find it entertaining seeing someone really suffering. And I don't
Schadenfreude.
think it's good. Sorry.
Schadenfreude, that's called. Schadenfreude.
Yeah. Was it finding pleasure in someone else misfortune?
Much,
and that's what it is. That's why not everyone. There will be some people who may be unfortunately also in a bad position, and they find comfort in someone else, like at that level, sure. But there is also going to be those who actually just kind of enjoy it. And again, an example of this is King Cobra. Because he has a lot of viewers, but a lot of them are like trolling, attacking him in it, right? They're not like supporting him and stuff like that. So. There'll be some people who legitimately maybe do sympathise with the guy and try to become friends, and there will be some people who are also in such a bad position that they see it as, oh, you're like me. But there is also that other side, which is like people who the Schadenfreude said. So but it's uncomfortable to watch because I think, like I say, I've like said to Todd to be impossible. This guy's even more negative. Like he's just So I feel sorry for him, but it's what can you say?
Shall we keep watching?
You can play it, I can go through it.
Alright, this is fucking power through, man.
Yeah, because he talks quite slowly.
I sped it up, but it's still slow. Alright, here we go.
Just doomed to a miserable, friendless, loveless, lonely life. If you're not attractive. I have these fantasies of having like a commune, like a communal living for ugly men, and that won't work. Why would it? Someone's want to come up with a solution for us, guys. There just isn't one. And we suffer.
What about geomaxing? Bill? Hello? Hello?
Sorry, on the delay.
Well, what about geomaxing? You know about this stuff. If depressed, unwanted man got off the plane in the Philippines, how would he do?
Oh, do him up. Actually, you can even show an example if you I don't know how to bring up the screen, but there's a channel called
I can.
Oh, was it in Bangkok? But he looks a bit similar to the guy on it. In fact, he's actually older and fatter, and he's like really short. He has a wife and a son in Thailand.
Oh yeah, I think
Bangkok. He's an OG. Like he's one of the first who did channels on like.
You showed me this guy before. What was his name?
That was a different dude.
Oh, okay.
Which one you referring to?
On one of my streams, you showed me some dude, but he was good looking before, but he's kind of ugly now.
Oh no, that's different. No, I got him. Scott Mallon. That's it. Scott Mallon.
All right, Scott Mallon. Here we go. Depressed, unwanted man, just for you. Scott, man, you wanted a solution.
He's got his face in his thumbnail, so you can see. He looks.
Scott Mallon. Let's go.
He's no better looking than this dude. Yeah, he's older and he's got no hair. He's fat and he's not a good looking guy. Short. He's been there donkey's years now, married, got a kid. So, yeah, there is.
There is light at the end of the tunnel.
It depends, right? Sorry?
Well, he asked for us. Oh my god, is this him? Scott Mallon.
Yeah.
Is this him? Yeah, but look, he's a lolcow. This guy's taking the piss out of him. Scott Mallon's bullshit boat trip.
Yeah, but he is married and he does have a daughter.
Married with a daughter. This depressed, unwanted man asks for a solution. We give it to him, because that's how we do. Is that not right?
Yeah, I mean there is a solution, but I guess I'm just like playing devil's advocate. I guess what else? I mean we don't know because don't forget you have to have your finances to do so. So again, if he is say like I don't know this guy, so I don't know if he is, but there is obstacles to Geomax and you have to work towards it. So if, for example, you don't work, if you have no money, because you need money to Geomax, that's the thing. That's why there is a reason to make money. If you don't have money, you can't do it. If you are like white only, right? You don't like Asians, you can't go to Asia. Maybe you might like Latinas, maybe South America, you could do something there. Eastern Europe, I think, has got harder, unfortunately, but still easier than the West. I wouldn't recommend Russia, but the thing is you need to be in the position to Geomax. I think the problem with a lot of these men is they can't get to that position. So they might say, oh, I don't like Geomax, but the reality is, say like you're stuck on neat bucks, well then you can't Geomax. You know, if you have to always...
No, depressed unwanted man is a wagey, he has money.
Yeah. Okay, well I guess I was like thinking of someone like Todd who's on
he's commented. The big difference being, well, obviously this Scott Mallon guy doesn't wear the thick glasses like Depressed Unwanted Man does, but Depressed Unwanted Man...
He does have glasses though.
Yeah. Oh, he does have glasses, so there you go.
Yeah,
come
he's
on.
got glasses. I've got a thumbnail here that I can... do you want me I can send it to you on the Discord if you want.
Not Discord, man.
Oh, you can't see it, can you? Yeah, I just typed in his name on YouTube and it's got, I got a letter. This was 2 years ago as well.
Oh!
Yeah.
Scott Mallon meets Thai Twitch star, PPM. So, you know, I don't know, maybe got laser eye surgery? Depressed unwanted man, have you considered laser eye surgery? I mean, you're saying there's no solution. Bro, there's solutions all over the place. I don't get these guys, Bill. I just don't. I don't get them.
Well, I think because you got to look at it, well, maybe it's like I say, he's just in, you know, like people who are in a lot of depression.
He looks short as well. He's shorter than her. He's shorter than her.
Tiny. This Scott Mallon guy, yeah, he's very small.
Oh my god.
He's quite, they call him, do you know his nickname as well? He's the beach ball. He's known in the community as the beach ball. They call him beach ball. Yeah.
Oh, these poor guys in fucking the east coast of America are like depressed unwanted man, and we're seeing this shit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the thing. Over there, it's a different ball game, and you can't. But the problem is, you do have to put yourself in a position to be able to do it. And for whatever reason, these guys can't do it, don't want to do it. Maybe they don't want to leave the West. I don't know. Or maybe they like stubborn. They're like, well, I shouldn't have to leave the West. You know, I should be able to get it here. So there's, and also maybe it's just mental issues. Maybe they're so depressed that they can't motivate themselves. They're stuck in a rut, right? Stuck in a hole, and they can't get out of it. And unfortunately, if you don't get out of it, well, it's never going to change. So yeah, there is option of geomaxing, but whether it's excuses or whether it's legit, they don't want to do it. These are the reasons why not everyone does it. It's not easy to geomax, though. That's the only thing I would say in their favour. It is.
Well, you're not, like you said, you need money, and you need a bit of fucking motivation. You need a bit of.
Yeah, you got balls.
Balls, yeah. You need a bit of soul.
Place that's not where you were brought up in. You will be on your own, at least initially.
You need a bit of spine.
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, I remember when I first went to Asia, it was very disorientating, like my first day or two, because I didn't know. I didn't have a SIM card there, so my internet weren't working for some reason. I didn't have the local currency. I was having to ask people where to go. They couldn't really speak English. It was a very, like, bustling city, Manila, and I was a bit like, oh my god, like, homesick. That first day, it was quite stressful. But then I adapted, and it was, very enjoyable.
I know.
But it's not easy. So, but this is the problem with these guys, and this is where the critique will come in. Like, you don't like him, Unreal Man, but this is what he hammers on, and it is true. A lot of these guys don't want to do the hard work.
Well, this guy's Hoodie Bronson is commented. Hoodie Bronson said, "Depressed unwanted man quit his job recently. He's gonna try and get neat bucks like Todd." So he's thrown in the towel.
I don't think.
You know.
I mean, unless with neat bugs you're allowed to be out of the country, well then he's doomed himself to stay in the United States, and that's the thing. Neat bugs is all well and good for like a sort of cushy, just like minimalistic, frugal lifestyle, but you'll never get above that. That's the problem. You've kind of like glass ceilinged yourself at such a low level at that point. Yeah, okay, if you're just happy to play video games, stay at home, and I'm not gonna. You know, I think that's fine. If you want to do that, I'm not going to shame anyone for doing that. But what I don't like is someone doing that and then complaining. I think if you want to do that and you're happy and you're not going to complain, do it. But if you're going to do that and then still complain, oh, I can't get this now and that, well, unfortunately, if you limit yourself to be on neat bugs, that's your level. You will never transcend above it.
They made their own
if you're happy
choices.
with that level, sorry?
At the end of the day, they made their choices.
And if they're happy with that, then I don't think there's nothing wrong. If you want to be an e-box, I'm not going to shame you. I'm not
Your glasses, you're right.
I just don't like people who put themselves in that position, then they complain about it. That's what I don't like, is the complaining. Like either, that's your decision, okay, now, you know, just live it.
Well, shit,
But if you don't like it, then try to change your position. But if you're on neat bugs, because, you know, it's very hard to progress, then that's the problem. So if his ambition is to quit his job and then go on neat bugs, so, back to the geomaxing, well, that's not going to happen, is it? He's not going to be able to do it. You know, that's the hardest part of geomaxing, is to find a way to have money or save up enough money in order to do it. That is the limiting factor.
Well, this
I know you
he's,
can take like holidays and extended trips, I guess, if you have a job, right? But it's harder to do that.
he's a Thailand expert. He's got all these little shorts. Expat
Yeah,
life in Thailand.
Scott Mallon.
Yeah. Thailand is still the top
tier.
tier.
For years. He was
Wow, what a legend.
he's been there, I don't know if he's in 20 years or something he's been there.
What is a Thai G Club? This guy's been in Thailand for years. Meanwhile, motherfuckers like the depressed, unwanted man are sat in their rooms on YouTube fucking making those depressing videos that we just
He's
saw.
just one guy. There is many examples, whether in Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, right? All around that area. There's many of them. There's more and more YouTubers now. Older guys, you know, who look like shit or whatever, but they got women, they got this, I mean, come on now. There is a solution, but of course you have to like Asian women. I mean, if you don't like Asian women, it's a non-starter, right? But this is the thing, is how much do you want it? If these guys turn around with a MGTOW attitude and say, well, actually, it's not worth the squeeze, the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Again, that's your decision. We can say whether that's right or wrong.
If you don't like Asian women, you can just go to like South America or somewhere.
Sorry?
If you don't like Asian women, you can go to South America or somewhere.
Yeah, there is other areas you can go as well. I mean, there is other geomaxing options too. But the point is like, these guys, like, when I make videos, like, this is their main bane. Like, oh, it's really, if it wasn't important to them, then yeah, there's no point going into all this, because it's not that important. There's no point going to all this effort. But if it really is hurting you, or it's that important for your life, it's really like your one thing, then you should be willing to do something that's drastic like geomaxing. This is the thing. Like, if it's not that important to you, then you kind of feel like saying, well, shut up about it. But if it is that important to you, then you should be exploring all options. And, okay, geomaxing is hard, but guess what? If it's really that important to you, you should be prepared to put in that effort. But this is what it goes back to people who critique these guys, is that they say, well, they don't want to put the hard effort. They want it to be gifted to them, like they're entitled to it. You know, like, just because they weren't born with certain advantages that other people may have. Right? It's the same mindset that some poor people have when they're like, well, you know, I shouldn't have to work for money. Everyone should be given the same amount of money, like a communist or something like that, right? Like a commie. Well, no, yeah, there is people who are born with ridiculous advantages. We talked about it earlier in the stream, right? But you have to still make the best of your situation. And there is always going to be improvements, even if it's small. Yeah, you're not going to become like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff like that on your own, like we talked about earlier. But you can make small improvements. This Scott Mallon guy, as far as I know, he wasn't like some billionaire, wasn't some millionaire. You know? I mean, but he's still in a better position than I imagine if he had just stayed. Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's countless other examples like him. And this has been going on for a while, of course, like expatriation to other areas in the world. People have been, men have been disgruntled with the West for a while. Like, the whole sex tourism thing hasn't recent phenomenon. This has been going on for decades. Guys going over there. Which again goes back to our original point of, has it really been that good in the past? Because if there was all these men going overseas for a long time, there was clearly always a number of disgruntled men that were like, I'm not happy with things in the West. I'm going to Asia to get women, you know? So it just started to make you think, well, is it just now because men are less willing to GMX than they were before, because maybe they've got less money or whatever, or men just can't be bothered? You just have to wonder, you know, men are maybe a bit softer now than they used to be before. They're more willing to just like want to play the victim and complain, rather than like, you know, or maybe those men did exist, but you just never heard of them. Whereas now, they can create a YouTube channel and they can complain. Whereas before, that guy would maybe just be a shut-in, and you would never hear of his complaints. So there was always men like this, but it's just they never surfaced. I mean, it's hard to know for sure. There were just some theories, I guess, that could explain it. But yeah, I mean, what can you say? Like,
I don't know. Well,
I mean,
yeah, no, I get your point. Hoodie Bronson also asked, Dead Cat, what do you think of all the Pearly drama? The Black Manosphere is trying to cancel her for being a white supreme pizza. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I thought I kind of flipped between being a fan of hers and not being a fan of hers, and now I'm back to being a fan of hers. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you better be careful with the next meetup.
Oh, yeah.
All the brothers here.
Oh yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be happening anymore. Unfortunately, not.
Yeah, I see.
Looks like.
Well, it's a bad PR somewhere, you know, isn't it, Blunt? Because if most of your, or if a big part of your audience is a certain demographic and you offend that demographic, and you know what black people could be like, you know, they can be really sensitive about that sort of thing. So, you know, you get that reputation against you, even if it's unwarranted. They're gonna just think you're that way now, aren't they? So.
Yeah, but you know, fuck it. If they're gonna be such snowflakes, god damn it, you know.
The white simps are gonna have to up their game.
Oh yeah.
Carry the weight of the black simps, right?
Clap and
Black
Thor.
Simps.
I haven't heard from Clap and
Yeah.
Thor, man. Hope he's doing well. He doesn't.
Is he dumped you?
Well, he seems to not really. He doesn't like the streams that much, to be honest. So, what can you do?
Has he watched them or not?
I don't think he did. No, he seems not to have that much free time. You know, he's a full-time worker, so he's a full-time wager.
Yeah.
So
And he said he only watched like Pearl things. It seems like
he seems to really like Pearl,
limited.
but I don't know.
So,
He watches Pearl and he watches some other guys. He watches this kind of British. He's really popular. I can find him.
You're cutting out a bit there. What British? What pickup
This
artist?
British YouTuber. He's a Red Pill YouTuber. I can
Is he a
find him.
pickup artist?
I think
Anyway.
oh no, I remember now. His name's Arako. You know him? Arako.
Who?
Arako, I think.
Erica.
You heard of him?
No.
Let's see. Is it?
What is? You say he's red pill, but is he what? Is he like a PUA? Is he MGTOW? Is he men's rights? Is he just an anti-feminist?
He's similar to Wheat Waffles. Arako TV.
I can't hear you. You're breaking up. I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to stop the stream soon because
Might be too far from your mic or something.
no, what it is, I've got no, I've got no battery on my phone.
Ah, okay. Starting to cut in and out.
He's similar to Wheat. He does reactions. He's similar to Fresh and Fit.
Okay. Yeah.
Wheat Waffle, Andrew Tate, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah,
Red Pill.
Red pill sort of grifter, you know.
Pretty much, yeah. But apparently he's very popular on YouTube, and also, yeah. So the Clapham Thor watches him apparently. So that's kind of lame. He watches all these lame mofos.
It's almost like, it's kind of like the mainstream red pill, isn't it? Mainstream. It's funny that it does well on like YouTube, so maybe it's what people like, but it's just, it's either that or it's been AstroTurf, artificially pushed.
Who?
I'm saying channels like that get quite big.
Yeah, they do. They're
the
mainstream.
analytics seem to go in their favour, you know, like their channels seem to get promoted more. And there is examples where like certain channels will get
the algorithm.
The algorithm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, are some of these guys like, you know, because it seems to be a certain type of content that YouTube likes. So even in the manosphere, YouTube might be like,
well, it's just because it's popular. That's why they like it, because it's popular. It gets a lot of hits. It's algorithm.
It could also be that it's like structured in a way that a certain type of content's allowed.
No, I don't believe that.
In order for something to gain popularity, it has to have exposure. So that's why, for example, they will shut down certain right-wing points, because they don't want them to become more popular. Some right-wing points were getting a lot of views, a lot of debates were getting a lot of views. They were even popped up on the trending. But they got shut down. So this is what I'm saying. If it's not being shut down, YouTube or the powers that be like it. This
but I'm not.
Look.
I'm not getting. I'm getting no views, and I'm not getting shut down. So.
Yeah, because you're not promoting like. Well, firstly, you're not connect, because obviously a lot of these guys are connected. Like a lot of these people, again, have a team or a connection, not just like a random person at home who starts a YouTube channel.
Well, didn't Stefan Molyneux, he got shut down, but he was so boring. I must be the only guy who didn't like that guy. He was just so fucking boring.
Yeah, no, I didn't like him towards. You know, I
liked one of his videos.
People I watched on YouTube.
I liked one of his videos, but he was so boring. Aaron Clary, he's so fucking boring.
When I changed from Blue Pill to Red Pill, he was one of the first. Other than like it was him, and it was like some of the early like Thinking Ape, Turd Filling Monkey.
Yeah, Thinking Ape isn't getting shut down.
Sandman even. I think
the
first people I watched on
Sandman sucks, man.
First people I watched on YouTube when I just got in. They're my first experiences of the manosphere, basically. When I had never heard of anything before. And Stefan Molyneux was one person, and he was the first person that made me think, though. I don't like Stefan Molyneux now, my views have changed, but the thing he did was waking me to the fact that, like, things you're told in the mainstream isn't all you're led to believe, like the things you were told at school and you were up on. It was the first moment that I thought, and obviously it was big at the time, I thought, wow, so the things I've grown up to believe and the viewpoints and that aren't necessarily true. But it then made me start to be a lot more. You know, you want to know why I'm more critical. Yeah, Barbarossa, that was another one. And C.S. Micto, he's not around anymore. He was a black Micto who used to have talks to Thinking Ape. But I thought he was quite good, actually, but he's not around anymore. It's one of the first bits that made me start to think critically for myself and to start to question things. The irony was that I developed the skill and I applied the same technique to Stefan Molyneux, and I started to see areas of where he had a double standard and that. I remember I even called him out sometimes in chat, and he would just give me the one-word response of not an argument, you know, that he didn't want to address the issue. But I realised that he was just, well, it was like a cult, wasn't it? That's what people say. It literally was a cult.
Leader.
He would just push a certain narratives, and again, had his agenda, and it became like a money-making thing. So, yeah, he had some good stuff, but he was largely, a bit of a snack oil salesman. Like, unfortunately, a lot of people on YouTube. I mean, it's hard. It's very hard to find people who are legit, who get to some level of notability, right? I don't know if that's because people have to curtail to keep their channels up or to gain popularity.
No.
They're just playing a YouTube game. There's very few people who have like kept their messages pure and they've not been corrupted. But I guess it's because power corrupts. I don't know, but it's just, you know, because even Stefan Molyneux, right, he had a team. Most big YouTube producers have teams, right? So you're not independent, you're not on your own. And especially these days with the censorship, you gotta be very careful of your type of content, right? Like for example, your channel, we could talk about like some pretty messed up shit unless we got a load of people reporting, and we can push certain things that are way against the narrative. But if your channel did get big, then you would either have to curtail that, self-censor, or your channel will be gone. As a small channel, you go under the radar. Okay, unless you get a lot of people who just want to specifically flag to bring it up, you'll go under the radar.
Well, my channel did go. My first channel was gone, you know.
Yeah, because you had specifically some people who went and targeted your channel to report it.
Yeah.
If they hadn't done that, it's not going to do it on its own. But when you become a bigger channel, it gets picked up like instantly. You know, because you're like very much in the spotlight.
Yeah.
And then it becomes even harder, I believe, to start new channels. I think, because like you're more known. Whereas if you've had, because it isn't the policy. If you've had your channel deleted, you're not meant to start another one.
I'm not sure. I thought maybe it was.
That's against the terms.
I'm not sure about that one.
Deleted, that's meant to be it.
I'm not sure. That YouTube may have changed their mind on that one because
I've heard that before, but I don't know if it's true.
They seem to turn a blind eye on that one.
Yeah, maybe conveniently, right? But
yeah.
I do definitely know that if you have a channel deleted, it seems to be easier to get your channel deleted again.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen people where they've had their channel deleted multiple times, and that's what they said. It's like you're on a list, and then you've got a black mark against your name. So if you then get
that makes sense. That does
your channel will get taken down much quicker than like your original one.
Yeah. Can you check the chat, by the way? See if Hoodie Bronson said anything.
Well, he mentioned Barbarossa.
Oh, he has. He's been talking.
Some black men simp to levels no other men could match.
Yeah, probably true.
He said Paul Protus. I'm not sure who this is. Paul Protus.
I don't know who that is, unfortunately.
I don't know who it is. It's someone in the Minister of Red Pill, I believe. It rings a bell, the name, but.
Man, if I was Hoodie Bronson, man, I'd be hitting up the bar. I mean, I must admit, I went out yesterday, so I'm kind of relaxing tonight. I just went to a local bar, just with some people I know. But
alright, was it good?
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, luckily the group was mixed. There was some women there. But
that's right.
Yeah, but whether anything's gonna happen, probably not.
Did you strike up some conversations?
Yeah, well, I talked to them. They're my friends,
Oh, they're already your friends. Oh, how do you know all these people then?
Well, I've been, building up social circles over the last 10 or so years, But I haven't.
Oh, nice. I don't have any social circles.
Well, you've got to take some of your own advice, like what you were talking about, like half an hour ago. I guess you got to take that advice as well, I mean,
well, I guess
no pain, no gain, right?
maybe in my defence is because I've got my eye on just Asia. Maybe I'm just I've given up in the West because my solution is just to concentrate on geomaxing. I think that's probably why.
That is a good solution.
I can put the effort in here, but it's probably just better for me to just put my effort into geomaxing now. Because I did really enjoy it, and it's I think I'd just be happier if I could live in Asia.
Live forever.
Yeah, no, that's the long-term plan. Yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm, putting my eggs into the basket of geomaxing, and that's how I see the future. So maybe that's why it's made me a bit more relaxed here, because it's I'm not getting anything here, but I know in the back of my mind that look, there is a solution if you can geomax. Now that's why I was worried during the CV19. That's when I was worried, because the way it was looking who knows? Travel may have been disrupted for, I don't know, a decade or so, the way things crazy was going, right? And then that would shut off geomaxing. So it has worried me a little bit going forward, because having had that happen, who knows? That could come back. Who knows? Something else coming. It's made me think that, damn, imagine if the option to geomax got taken away. Then I'd be screwed, right? So, but as long as it doesn't, I suppose I'm still thinking I'd rather do that than to, like you say, bend over backwards to try and build a social circle. Because the thing is, in Asia, it's so easy to build a social circle. Whereas here, to be honest, I'm not sure how to. I mean, I stumbled upon you just because of this community, but I don't have any other connections. I mean, it used to be good when I played sports teams. That was an easy way.
Yeah.
I don't do meetup groups and that, like what you've mentioned, but it's hard, and
it is fairly hard. I'll admit it.
It's not like women are hard, but it's also men. Men are very cagey with one another, and this is different overseas. So this is what I mean. It's a societal thing. It's not just women don't want to date. It's people, if they don't know you, they're very cliquey, men and women. Whereas, like I experienced in the Philippines, it wasn't like you could just get women easier. You could make friends with dudes easier as well. And it's just all round. It's a more social environment in person. Over here, I don't know if it's because...
When you say dudes, you mean expats?
No, Thai guys. Sorry, Filipino guys. Filipino guys, yeah.
They speak English?
They're friendly. Yeah, English is reasonably spoken, Not all, some of them couldn't speak much and they were part of the group. There was some...
What about expats? I would have thought you would have, maybe met some other
Here's the thing,
friends.
expat. Here's the thing, and with Thailand as well. The
Oh.
expats tend to avoid one another. They hate because they
Really?
hate other foreigners. I think this.
That's
with,
so
like, it's the-
weird. I mean, I would have thought they would
Because-
have hate foreigner women, but foreigner men, they'd all be
No,
like,
it's this it's because of our individualism, which is
Oh,
what
okay.
hurts us, right? Because you go to Thailand, you have a dispute, and I've seen these videos. You can see where like a foreigner has a dispute with a Tiger, even though the Tiger is trying to rob him. Foreigner defends himself, then all the other Thai guys stick up for the Thai guy, and even the police will be on his side. Whereas, yeah, you'll have like a Westerners, right, expat area, and they will all just not care. If one's getting beaten up, they'll just walk by and not even help him. You know, it's because when I was on like the travel forums before, when I was like learning about expats and that, they all hate each other. They always slagging each other off, like, oh, I hate other white people, blah blah blah. Like, it's this individualism that we have in the West, right? Remember, like, collectivism is demonized in the West, and a lot of these guys have this mindset. So they're like, oh, you know, like the foreign guys are lovely, this and that, but when it comes to their fellow kind, they won't group together. You would have thought, yeah, expats that are in a foreign country would be even more like a clique to help one another, but they don't. It's in fact the opposite. They're
crazy.
very like hateful of it. They try and avoid each other. It's really weird, really bizarre.
that
it
sounds
makes you,
weird.
It makes you much more isolated. Of course, this is why I'm saying GMX is not easy, because you are on your own in many ways.
When
right?
I've been abroad, granted it wasn't in Asia, but I did make friends with expats. But that was me.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen. It doesn't mean it can't. But you'll a lot of the guys. I mean, it might be specific to the guys who go to Southeast Asia.
Maybe.
Some of
They are
them maybe
kinda
it's because they just don't want any association with West. Some of them it's because I think they want to feel special, like they're the only Westerner there.
Oh,
So they don't like other Westerners being around. It might be that as well, but no, they don't. Expats don't tend to band together. You might have an area where they have to live, but they don't. There's a lot of falling out. You can even see a lot of drama. If you want drama, the Scott Madden guy, he had like this massive argument with another expat. I remember it was
Scott
hilarious.
Madden.
It was happened a few years ago. Yeah,
Oh.
it was like challenging him to bare fist fighting, bare knuckle. He was going bare knuckle fighting, bare knuckle and Chiang Rai. or
Oh,
whatever it
right,
was.
that's crazy.
It was hilarious. Oh, yeah, I got a question. Bron,
Yeah, he
Bronson
asked you a
said you're
question,
going to
yeah.
Thailand, Wildbill. I don't know if it'll be Thailand or Philippines. One of them. I've been in Philippines before, but I do want to go like Thailand, and of course the party areas for Thailand. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess ideally both. Like I've said to you.
Have some life-affirming experiences, man.
Sorry.
You can have some life-affirming experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it is a lot more fun. But especially now with like cost of traveling going up, and geomaxing's become harder because of the changes from CV19. Like travel's more expensive. You've got like more, I think, bullshit protocols. I still think you might have to wear a mask on the long haul flights, which is ridiculous. And you got to remember, like the mask thing, and that's still a bit more prominent over there.
Fucking hell, that's crazy,
in
man.
Asia. Yeah, because Asian people are more conformist, right? So they didn't push back so much against the taking of liberty, shall we say that to the credit of some Western people, that we were a bit more pushing back against that. There was more movements to be like, look, this is all nonsense, sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's and I would say to people who especially haven't done it before, like you've not been to Asia, right? Or no, you said you've been to. Have you?
I've been to Japan when I was a kid.
Yeah, but as a kid, it's not quite the same, is it? And also, I would probably recommend against Japan because, like what we saw earlier, right? Japan is not the place to go.
Well, yeah, if you're looking for women, I'd definitely recommend against
Japan's
it.
like more expensive, and Japan is much less welcoming of foreigners. You know, they're more nationalistic. They are more legit, like racist against outsiders. So it's like the negatives of the West. There's a lot of those in Japan. So if you're going as geomaxing to get away from that, it's probably a bad area. If you want to go there because you like the culture and want to experience, because there is many things about the Japanese that are interesting, but has negatives though. I prefer the countries like Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam. I've seen a lot of Vietnam. Vietnam looks a pretty good place. I think that's the up and coming country that might actually prove to be better than Thailand in the end because they're developing more.
I'm sure I met a guy from years ago. I'm not sure if it was in London or somewhere else. I met a guy from Vietnam, and he was like a legit Chang. He was tall and really good looking Asian guy. I didn't know where he was from, and I asked him, where are you from? And he said, oh, I'm from Vietnam. So I don't know if that was a one-off or if maybe they're really good looking there. I don't know.
Aren't tall, they're quite small.
Oh, okay, so that's probably a one-off.
It's like you can get, like, was it that
outlier.
tall? Remember that basketball player, Chinese guy? But they're exceptions.
Yeah. No, Chinese and Japanese have been getting taller. Like, they're not that short anymore.
That could be related to diet, I guess.
Yeah, it's related to diet. Specifically,
especially
they
when you
think
think China was quite poor, right? I know some areas still are today, but it's...
When it comes to Japan, they think it was a dairy diet because they never ate dairy before the 40s.
Or is it because of the radiation? I know it would do the opposite.
Probably not that, but possibly.
That's the thing with Japan, though. Is always, remember the plant's still leaking all that radiation.
Oh, was it? Oh, man.
It still is that nuclear reactor, right? On the east coast. I can't remember is that area, but that nuclear plant that got flooded with the tsunami, it's still leaking radiation into
the ocean. Holy shit, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the bombs.
Well, there was that in the past, but no, this is current the nuclear reactor, yeah. It's
Fuck,
the power station.
Japan and
Russia. It was on the coast, and when they had that big tsunami, that was back years ago, but it's still active and it's leaking because they can't. I don't know exactly that, but they couldn't remove it all. They've just done like just patched it up to limit the leak of radiation, but it is still leaking. So I remember I saw a graph and the radiation leaks all the way into the Pacific.
That's pretty interesting. Should we watch the rest of that depressed unwanted? Huh?
Sorry. You can put it on. That's almost.
I was gonna say yeah.
Can I ask though before you put it on? So why do you? Because this is the first time I've ever watched a video of his. What do you get from watching this video? Why do you watch this video?
This is particularly like negative. This one, his other videos. I don't watch all of them. I don't think, to be honest, I watched him recently because there's literally no one else to watch. Everyone is gone, so it's like there's literally, it's just him. As far as the incel sphere YouTube goes, it's basically just him. So it's like that is a poor state we're in.
But so you just watch him because he's like an incel man. Because his content, like, it's... Like I said, I felt uncomfortable watching it because it's like, you know, there's videos of people who have like got late stage cancer or dying. There are videos like that on YouTube. I've seen some. It's that same feeling of knowing that someone's in like a real bad way.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't watch it. I'm not so morbid.
Makes me feel bad.
I'm not so morbid to actually fucking watch that shit. No, I've seen those though.
No, but I get the same feeling from watching this guy because he's like he's dead inside.
No, but we can save him. He asked for a solution, and I hope he does watch this. We gave him one.
But the problem is with a lot of these guys, it's like banging your head against the wall. And
yeah, well, let's hope that it isn't.
Some of these guys are so far gone. Like, say, even if you offer an solution, they will find reasons or excuses not to take it. They will create obstacles not to, because they're kind of set in their ways too much that they don't want. They're even though they don't want to change, or they're unable to, right? Which is what happens a lot with certain. When you get yourself in such a bad mental state. That's what I say with depression, right? The deeper you get into depression, the harder it is to come out of it. And it's just a question of maybe some of these guys have just gone too far down the rabbit hole. They can't come out of it no more.
I've gone too far. Alright, well, let's see what he's got to say.
Well, it would take years of, like, trying to pull someone out. But there's no guarantee because therapy has such a low success rate. You're gonna get out of it.
Alright, ready?
Who's married? Hold on. Bronson said in the chat, his marriage and divorce story is brutal.
He was married for like a few months, apparently.
Who?
Depressed unwanted man.
Oh,
which is crazy. Oh. He got married and then divorce raped or something. He literally the MGTOW nightmare
I
happened
know,
to him.
it's Scott Mannon. Scott Mannon. See, look, look, do the comparisons.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, they could be brothers,
Scott
right?
Mannon.
They could be brothers, man.
Scott Mannon's an older dude, you can see, but yeah.
So again, unwanted man, you asked for a solution. We have given you one. Will you now? That's our question to you. Will you step up to the solution we've given you? I wonder if he'll do a response. He probably won't. But
only he can decide. Only he can enact that. No one can make you change.
That's
you
true.
have to want to do it yourself.
all right, the last 3 minutes. Here we go.
Every day. All my neighbor over here, they're in their 80s. They always have children over it, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. They're dumb. Lots of... Imagine people actually coming to your house and actually volunteering to help. They love you so much, they just... They'll take the most precious thing they have, which is their life, their time, and give it to you. But if you're an ugly fuck, best you can hope for is a short life. And I think that's why a lot of us are hermits, or recluses. It's too painful to accept the truth. Well, fuck. This is one good memory I have. When I got married, you know. I'm glad I bought this. Alright. God yourself, kind to each other. Have a good weekend, guys. I wish. I just wish I had a solution for us. You think community, you think that would be a solution?
Well,
I went to
that was that. Oh man, Stoic is live. Fucked out. Fucking ban me.
What's that?
Reform Stoic is live, but fuck, it's so boring. He bans everyone.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Reform Stoic.
I don't know if it was just me, but the audio for the Depressed Unwanted Man video, it's hard to even really hear anything. It was like background noise, but it didn't matter because he was just there wasn't really much substance with what he was saying. He was just, you know, just kind of, just as he says, he's just depressed. Just, you know.
Like, to be honest, it was really boring, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's, there's not really much to react to there other than to, you don't want anyone to be in that situation. If you are, you got to try somehow to pull yourself out of it. Because if you don't, you're going to just get worse and worse as time goes on.
I mean,
I've been in a situation like that when I felt really depressed. So I know it is. I was really depressed, and for like a year or two, and literally, yeah, it sucked the life out of me. But guess what? At some point, you got to be like, look, I'm just going to, if I carry on like this, it's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse, and I'm going to get more and more and more depressed. It's like it just adds up. It adds on, and you have to break out of that cycle. And only you can do it. And if you don't do it, well, there's only one way you're heading, and that's down and down and down the rabbit hole of depression. I'll break that cycle and to just find some strength or some inspiration, and it's up to you. And you know, if you don't want to do that, well, you're going to have a negative outcome. But don't complain at other people or society, because you do have to snap yourself out at some stage. Now, we can all have periods where we feel sorry for ourselves and you can feel down or you're mourning about something, yeah, sure, but you know, you have to have a point where you, but right, that's enough, let's crack on. So if you don't, well, you know, your outcome's going to be poor. And you can choose to have an outcome that's poor, or you can choose to try and fight against that.
wise words.
So, yeah.
I hope he hears
I
them.
mean, I have. I've literally had an episode where I was really depressed, and I could tell I was getting deeper and deeper the more I just like moped about. I lost any enthusiasm to do anything. I didn't want to do anything, and I was feeling sorry for myself, and etc. etc. And I could, you know, it took me a little while to get out of it, like a few months. But then once I, you know, I could see that if I didn't, because the thing is, the longer you leave it, it does become harder to get out of it. Which is why it's, I guess, once, especially when you recognise that, it's very important to snap yourself out of it early on, because you'll save time and a lot of heartache doing so. And especially if you're a young guy, because it may be like your formative years of your life. And if you waste, say, like a year or two at that age, just like moping around, being depressed, it's really gonna like come back to bite you in the ass, basically.
I believe you, man. I really do.
But it takes strength. It takes strength, and not everyone has that strength. But unfortunately, if you don't have that strength, you know, it's going to be bad for you. But you can't just be nicey about this. We've got to say, well, if the weak is going to be weak, then you can't expect good outcomes in life, can you? Like, just right. Like, I'm not trying to be as harsh as like the Unreal Man puts it, but there is a point, right? You can't just mope and feel sorry for yourself and not want to take action, not want to go through hardship. Everyone can have hard episodes in life, but it seems to be what will separate those is how we react to those bad feelings or those bad experiences, or being in a disadvantageous situation. There definitely is a difference between how people react to those, you know, and that comes obviously from within. And I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, life is hard, life sucks, but you've got to get on with it. It's what separates the strong from the weak. And if we're being very critical, we say, well, at least you have the option to mope about, because in more ancient history, the weak would just be eradicated. Right?
I suppose,
So,
yeah.
I don't know. Like,
You're talking about survival of the fittest, I guess.
Yeah, which, you know, it does happen, and that's what I mean. Life is cruel, life is unfair, but you have to suck it up, right? And some people will more and can cope with that better, other people can't, and they just fall to bits.
Reality bites, but that's what life is.
Yeah, and people say, well, that's unfair, or some people have better scenarios to deal with things. Yeah, sure, but that's out of your control. But all you can control is to recognise that, look, I can either try to fight against the current, or I can just let the current wash me out to sea. And yeah, sure, there's a possibility that even if you fight against the current, you're still going to be, it's so strong that you're not going to be able to resist, and you're going to get taken out to sea. But it's how you want to, do you want to go down fighting or not, or do you just want to, I feel a lot of these guys, they've given up, there's no fight left, you know, okay, but you can't really complain about having a shitty scenario, like outcome, if that's the case, because you have given up. And things are only going to get worse for you. So yeah, that's why it's like uncomfortable watching that, because you can see, you know, the guy's clearly, you know, he's gone.
Yeah, but
What what can you say? You know, there is nothing. You know, there's no point.
Yeah, I think the guy was saying something like, it'd be nice to have family visit him, you know, it'd be nice to have someone come and visit him, but it's like...
Yeah, and you'll find a lot of people say that, and again, old people in nursing homes will say that. I mean, a lot of people, you know, I'm sure...
Yeah, but I mean, like, he can go outside his house and he can talk to people. I mean,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's not very, you know, nice to do that, but he can do
I would
it.
say to him, well, watch videos of these people who have, say, like, cancer, stage 4 cancer.
Oh, man.
And they're young people. You'll find them, plenty of young people.
Fuck.
And be like, what they would give to be in unwanted man's position.
At least with his health, yeah. You know, I must say I did read some fucked up post like a month or two ago, and it was like pretty unbelievable. Do you want to hear what I read?
Yeah.
From this crazy incel guy. He was like, he literally made some posts like, you know what? Have you seen the film Saw? Right, you've seen Saw.
Yeah, I've seen Saw.
His post was
the newer ones, but all the old ones.
Yeah. Well, he used the old ones, yeah. So his post was like titled like, I actually want to be in a Saw trap, and his post was like, he's so past the point of being depressed, fucked up, depressed and shit. He like, you know, suicidal thoughts, whatever. He would want to be in a Saw trap, and he thinks if he was like, he woke up and he was in a Saw trap, he'd at least feel life once more, you know, it would be perfect for him, you know. I was like, whoa, I don't know if that guy is just fucking saying that shit for attention or some shit, or fucking...
Yeah, that's the thing. Is he actually being serious, or is it just shock?
But I mean, that is the Saw guy. Do you remember at the end of the Saw, the cop asked him like, oh, why do you do that, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, just like you said, like, no one appreciates their life, you know. Well, you know, when they wake up and they're in my Saw trap, I force them to appreciate their life, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, like people who've gone down the wrong track, people are squandering like opportunity in life to make them sort of appreciate the things they have more, right? Or appreciate life more. Yeah, I remember that part.
Yeah, and he says...
I mean, there is something to it, which is true, but it tends to happen to people more... Well, it happens to a lot of people, right? Unless you're in a real bad situation. There's always going to be people who are in a worse situation than you. So there is, like, logic to it, like, where... Like, if you're looking at someone who's really in a bad way, it could make you... Or if you're having, like, a hard time... Like, let's say, for example, one of us got, like, a really bad illness, or dare I say it, something, you know... cancer or something like that, not wishing to bring it upon any of us, but it's just like, imagine if we were in a situation like that and we get terrible news and, you know, it's terminal. I'm sure we would have this thing. This is what I thought what happened to Lux Maximus, remember, with him. You kind of reevaluate things. You have this new appreciation of life, and your philosophy may change, and you may find you weren't appreciating the little things in life that actually were not so bad, right? It does make you reassess your values and how your outlook is. But what you were originally saying with that guy, like wanting to be in that situation himself, that is no, because what tends to happen is like in the Saw movie, people would have no intention to seek that, but just because they were forced into a situation like that, through that hardship, then it makes them, if they survive, of course, if they would appreciate it. But it is a bit bullshit in the Saw movie, because that sort of level is going to give you lifelong trauma, and it's going to screw you in the head.
You're
have
to be
like post-traumatic stress, you know, stuff like that. You're never going to be...
For him to even post that is like kind of fucked up. It's like, I have respect for that kid,
I would dare say that he's someone who maybe is too far gone.
Jesus.
Like,
maybe.
Yeah. This is why I stress actually the importance of, to anyone, like, you know, anyone listens to this, and especially if they're younger and you've been going through a period of bad time, like say, okay, you can have some time, but you need to cut it off sooner rather than later. Get yourself on a better path or better mindset, because the longer you leave it, the harder it is to get out of it. And there is a point where you're too far gone mentally to ever get back. You'll lose yourself, you'll become this new demented or messed up person, whatever it may be. There'll be no way to get it back. There is a point where I mentally do think people go too far. You've gone too much in the dumps, just never dig yourself out that hole. For some people, you know, I mean, because when, like, say, when you get to that point where you're so extreme, if he's serious, of course, if he's just doing it for lols or, you know, reaction, then that's different. But yeah, if you're so gone mentally, because, you know, you can't just snap your fingers and then all that's gone away. It takes time for it to go. So if you're that extreme, I mean, yeah. But that's why the key is maybe to try and recognise signs you're heading more towards that way and to try and steer the ship in a different direction before you get to that destination. Because once you're there, there may be no escaping it.
No escaping it, yeah.
And that's why probably my problem I have with a lot of this Doomer content, a lot of being too nihilistic of Blackbill, because it is going to send men in towards that destination, I believe. It's heading them that way, or if they were already heading that way, it's accelerating the pace at which they're reaching that destination. You know, Doomerism at its core is like preaching like sort of helplessness, and it's going to enhance men to fall into depression. And having like, you know, no hope, there's no solution, no way to change your mindset. Well, what's going to happen? Your mindset's going to deteriorate until the point you completely lose it, or lose all hope and become like a shell, like a husk. Dead on the inside, even if you haven't actually died yet. You're already dead on the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, once people are there, it's very hard to help those people, admittedly. You know, that is a real Blackbill. It's like when someone's in that mental state, I don't think there's much. I mean, I don't know. First, it will take ages to sort of undo all that damage, but that trauma could be permanent in many ways. That's why I say, like, that big Blackbill is mental health, because it's very hard to cure mental health. You know, if you want a Blackbill, look at the effects of. You know, I remember. I think when he was talking about the effects of therapy, that actually therapy doesn't tend to work, and drugs don't tend to work most of the time. It's very low success rate. So I say people with mental health issues, it's
like that song by The Verve.
You probably can do more to change your looks than you can to change your brain. Put it that way. You can change your face easier than you can change your brain. That's why the real Blackbill is you know, is your mental issues or your personality defects. And yes, personality is a thing because it's personality traits. You know, like having, say, like narcissistic personality disorder, or I'm trying to remember the other ones, but there's a whole spectrum, isn't there? Cluster of personality disorders. That all falls under personality. They are disorders, but they're personality.
Did you hear that song by The Verve?
I'm not sure how much it's linked to mental health, but I do know there's crossover between like personality and mental health issues. But I don't think there's always, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Because when you start to go down like personality traits, it becomes almost to the point where it's like a mental health disorder. So
you heard that?
Yeah, but it's very hard to change those because a lot of it is down to genetics. Some of it is environmental. This is why, like, you know, partly it's going to be genetic, but partly environment, how you deal with adversity. This is why, like with the studies, when it's sort of regards to incels, they tend to struggle with adversity more than your average guy. So your average guy could have been dealt the same hand in terms of looks, height, intelligence, wealth, connections, like family connections, social and economic status, but he's a bit more predisposed to dealing with adversity than someone who isn't. Right? Like he's a bit tougher mentally.
Who is?
His mind can be under more stress.
Who's that?
He'll be maybe less. I'm saying like genetic markers with incels.
Oh right.
Are showing that they're more predisposed to having higher levels of depression and anxiety, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying like your normie could be the same on the look scale, or dare I say even less, or money, or
mentally stronger.
Or status, but they're mentally stronger, so they may be in a hard position, but they can deal with it better.
I think there may be truth to that, even though they won't want to admit it. There may be some truth to that.
Well, that's what the studies seem to correlate, because if you are already suffering with higher levels than normal of depression and anxiety, and that's what the study showed, that incels struggle with adversity more than general population. So you could put one of these guys who are stereotypically an incel and a guy who's not, and you put them in the same bad situation, everything else being equal, and the outcomes would be the the normie, as it were, would have a favourable outcome, much more on average than your incel guy. Every other factor being equal, just simply because they have lower levels of depression, anxiety, they're mentally stronger. Which, again, the brain is there's a reason why, like with humans, like the brain is so important, right? This is what separates us from the other mammals. It's the brain, it's our intelligence, it's what's going on in our head. This is why, to me, obviously it seems intuitive, but like a lot of issues with people are going to be mental ones, because that's the most complex part of the human anatomy, is the brain.
Yeah.
So, and that's why the black pills, it's very difficult to cure the brain. It's the one area that modern science hasn't made much progress in. Like, they're coming up with all sorts of things. You may be able to get a face off soon, like that movie where you can get a face transplant. That is much more on the horizon. But to start doing brain surgery to really correct mental issues, no, not even close. Not even close. That sort of thing where you can solve that. It's very hard. That's why, like, the rates for curing mental health issues and like improvements is very low, very low.
Yeah.
So it makes you appreciate, yes, being physically ill is bad and obviously painful in that, and you don't want to die or anything, but being mentally ill, it's just as bad. If you're gone in the head, it doesn't matter what the body's like.
Yeah.
What's this game you're playing?
It's called, I like this game, it's called Hovership Havoc. I bought it a while ago. It's really fun,
That's
it's
alright,
fun
okay.
just to like
I
kill
always
some
feel like
time.
those old school games, probably what I know.
Yeah, twin stick shooter. I like
Did you
all
ever
these
have
indies.
the Atari when you're growing up?
No. I kind of got into these games quite recently, it's weird. It's like...
This reminds me of games like on the Atari,
Yeah.
the old game console.
They're old school. I think if I could do quite good videos about these old school games, but I just don't have the motivation.
I get the algorithm, but a lot of people do have like a fondness for retro stuff, really.
Yeah.
Like video games, especially because a lot of the newer video games, it's critique towards the people. It's because the effects of nostalgia, right? Especially among like millennials, they have retro channels for video games do quite well.
Also, I could do kind of song covers as well, which I enjoy, but I don't know. Like that song, "The Drugs Don't Work." You were referring to that song, right?
But the drugs don't work. Who was that by again?
It was by a band
Great.
called The Verve.
The Verve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, you're much more musically
Well, yeah.
gifted and knowledgeable than me.
Well, I don't know about gifted, but knowledgeable, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you are, because you can play like musical instruments, right?
Yeah, but you can... Not to a good
I
level.
can't.
Well, nothing. Not even a
No,
recorder.
I'm not very good at like music stuff. Right? You're more like artistic in that way.
I can't play them very well, especially not as well as I could have done when I was younger.
Yeah, I've never really tried, but I've not really had an interest in it either, to be honest. I'm not really into that. I'm like more into sports. And,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
You're
like
good at
gaming
sports.
and stuff like that. I like philosophy and deeper concepts and stuff.
Yeah, you are a good debater. Dare I say, master debater.
Hey, I try my best not. I'm not like a no-fap like weirdo, but I don't know. I guess I'm just older now. Too low T, as Homer said. Oh, it's a shame you didn't watch the testosterone one with the Alex guy.
Alright, okay, we can watch it
it's
afterwards.
It's a different topic, it's not so heavy.
We'll watch it.
it's
Let
not
me
good.
just finish here, this level.
Because that's something, remember I touched on, like I said, I want, because it is like noted that men are having lower T, that is like thin on average, but it's just, because it's a stereotype in the red pill and the black pill, like, low T. The reason why men are more like this is low T, etc. There is a lot of that about testosterone, and I've never really been, because I've not like looked at all the exact studies, I've never exactly known what is it being overblown, the effects of testosterone and stuff. So Yeah, I thought it was.
Alright,
Good.
alright.
But it's a long video. That's why I said just look at, because it's 50 minutes.
Oh,
but
shit,
just look at
fuck
the
that.
conclusion. The conclusion's
Okay.
10 minutes and he covers it all anyway, so there's no need to.
Alright.
You know, it's only if you wanted to like autistically go into more detail on the conclusions. And I guess to just check the morphology, because he talks about, so you just know he's not putting figures out of his ass. You know, he's not just saying. That's what I like about his channel, is that he does actually go into the studies, right? So you know he's not just like, oh, he's just saying this, right? Well, he's giving some evidence for it, which is what been my criticism with a lot of like, you know, the looks of some guys, Black Pill guys, because they'll like say a chart, but then they won't like maybe source the study, or they won't go over the study in detail and go over the morphology, etc. You know, to be more transparent in what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a question, I think.
Okay,
Can you react to the Reform Stoic Uber Eats meltdown video?
I fucking love that video, man.
Bronson, you must be aware. Are you aware of like the prank soundboard communities on YouTube? Because Reform Stoic got made into a soundboard, a prank soundboard, and a lot of the lines they use are when he had that meltdown with the Uber Eats driver.
Yeah, that's really good.
So he's known outside of like these communities just from the prank community, because there's a whole prank call community, and he's a soundboard that people will use to prank call people. But he's like, I'm gonna sue you for sending me an assassin. Or is it, no, he says send an assassin to my house.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, there's lines like that when, you know, I want management on the phone now. That's what they use on the soundboard.
Yeah. I want to speak to your management.
Yeah, that's
really
it. Yeah, all it's from that what Bronson's saying in that video. They must have got all of his Spurgy quote, you know, when he's ranting, and used that for a soundboard.
That was really hilarious.
Yeah, it's Bronson. You should check it out. You can probably find it. The trouble is, some of those prank cool channels are actually getting deleted by YouTube now. So a little hard to find. But if you check, it's on Rumble, his channel now, because his channel got deleted off YouTube just like a few days ago. Duncan and Friends is what the channel's called. So if you type down Google Duncan and Friends, and he's on Rumble, then once you go to his channel, there should be a search option. Just type Reform Stoic. I imagine it'll come up, and then you'll find plenty of videos of his pranks. There might still be up on YouTube. You could just type Reform Stoic prank or soundboard, and there might be other channels that have uploaded videos, and you might be able to hear some. Because he has been used by quite a few prank channels. Yeah, it's pretty funny if you listen to the prank calls, because you've got like random people reacting to of course, because a lot of people find those funny, and they don't even know who Reform Stoic is. But I imagine you'll find it even funnier because you know who Reform Stoic is.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times. I've seen it once or twice. But yeah. All right. Well, I'll react to both of them. All right. Let's do this testosterone one then.
Yeah. Interested to see what you think.
Key.
Might get paranoid and think you're Loti.
Blocks from cis Chapu and cis Chancellor.
Bronson said Pimpin' Pat is a whole channel based on dunking on Reform Stoic.
Yeah, I got Pimpin' Pat. It makes good stuff, man. Good content creator. Got respect for his work. Personality preferences and black pill. Stop. I can't. The testosterone black pill. Whoa! It's an hour. It's an hour long.
Yeah, that's why I said just go to the conclusion part. It's 10 minutes at the end.
Alright, here we go.
Because he goes into detail over every aspect. So
Alright.
for those who are interested, you can watch the whole thing. Yeah, you can for convenience sake skip to the conclusion. Only 10 minutes. That one there. Yeah.
Almost guarantee you they will
never have told you this because, you know, it doesn't help their chances of selling a product. I don't think at this point anyone is going to let me be their sponsor for their T-boosting supplement or their testosterone clinic or anything, since I've kind of torpedoed that with this video. What else should we conclude from this? Moving on. So, worth considering the heritability, right, which is an estimate of genetic contribution to testosterone. And this follows closely the 50-0-50 rule. What is that? That about 50% of the outcome or behavior is going to be genetic. This is a behavioral rule, but we see in this case a biological thing, testosterone level, that slots into it, since heritability estimates range from about 40 to 60%. So, another meme, I'm sure everyone knows this, right? Soja and the yes Chad, okay? Many people seem to think that you can tell if a person has low or high testosterone by their physical features. We have seen that testosterone levels in adults don't predict facial dimorphism. They don't predict facial masculinity. We've also seen that they don't predict most of the behavioral traits that we associate with T as well, and when they do, the correlation is small. And when you have a small correlation, anything below 0.5, anything below a large correlation, you can't even predict from that to given individuals beyond chance. This is something else I've written about. Meaning that you're probably not going to be able to tell if someone acts like a soy boy, if they act like a masculine Chad, how high their actual testosterone level is. Even if there is a relationship between that, it's going to be so small, you're not going to be able to detect it from their face. So, Soy Jack might be over here with 900 nanograms per deciliter. Yes Chad might be like one of the hypogonadal powerlifters that we've seen in the research mentioned, who, despite being physically strong and masculine in every way, nonetheless has low testosterone. And a final word here, I guess, on grifting testosterone, right? Most of the discussion I've seen around testosterone in the manosphere has been designed to promote some kind of grift, right? People are telling you about their lifestyle program, like sunning your balls, right? Get more sun on your testicles will produce more T. Eat this kind of diet to have higher testosterone. Take this pill to have higher testosterone. All kinds of strange alternative health techniques, T-boosting supplements, right? That you should try to boost your T because it will make you more seductive. It will make you more attractive to women. All of these things are basically grifts, right? What have we seen? That you're probably not going to raise your T very much, and that if you do raise your T and you're not already basically a hypogonadal man or someone in that very, very low range, it's probably not going to influence your mating success outcomes, right? It's probably not going to influence your sport or muscularity outcomes for that matter. To some extent, hormone test clinics and testosterone clinics, hormone analysis, I would include them here in the list of grifts. Why? They provide a legitimate service in some cases, right? You are a legitimately low testosterone, hypogonadal man. You want to see a doctor and get their advice, and if that is truly the case, it may very well be that you need, to go on to some kind of testosterone replacement therapy. But what's happening is that men who have testosterone ranges within the normal level are being freaked out that they have low T by all of these different grifters, telling them that every problem they have is a result of low testosterone. So then they go and they pay a bunch of money and they get a hormone analysis, right? It says, oh, your testosterone is 500 nanograms a deciliter, which is, right, average. And then they think, oh, I don't want average T, I want to have high T, because my problem is not having high T. And no one tells them, that you start with average T, raising that to high T, like we have seen consistently throughout this video, not associated with any different life outcomes. So although this is a legitimate service, a legitimate medical service, it has been turned into kind of an elixir of life kind of thing, preying on the fears of men. Something else I would ask you to think about as a conclusion here, as a final thought. If you came into this video with the perception that having testosterone at high levels was associated with very, very different behavioral outcomes, mating outcomes, attractiveness, sport outcomes, and so on, think about who told you that. Think about, did they tell you, did they show you research showing you the effect sizes of T? Did they show you, how much their method would increase your testosterone? Did you see that would actually put you within a range that would give you different outcomes? Because something I have seen that's very, very sorely lacking in almost all of the testosterone discourse promising you, raise your testosterone and so on, is no one ever gives you numbers. No one tells you how much it's going to raise your T. And no one tells you if raising your T by that amount is meaningful, because if you start with a testosterone of 500 nanograms a deciliter and you raise that 10%, right? Wow, 10% raise of anything is not bad. And now you're at 550. From a practical perspective, that's meaningless, even if that might have been a statistically significant raise. When can raising their testosterone help? So this is something that you guys will want to see a doctor about, not medical advice here. Raising your testosterone may be very important for you if you are legitimately hypogonadal. Hypogonadism, what is that? It's when men don't produce the male sex hormone testosterone, usually some problem in the pituitary, hypothalamus, and testicular axis, right? You can have a tumor in your brain that causes this. You can have dysfunction in the testicles that causes this. And this is something that you will only know if you are assessed by an actual doctor, right? They will give you a series of testosterone tests on one day and then go back and confirm it another day. If you have legitimately low testosterone outside of the natural range, you are hypogonadal. And raising that may be associated with very, very different life outcomes. That can cause real problems for you. And up to this point in the video, I have not discussed all of the research up to this point has been about men within the normal testosterone range. So don't take anything that I have said to apply to legitimately hypogonadal men, because much of it will not. These are men who can experience pretty severe symptoms from having low T. Men who do not actually have low T, but who are within the first quartile of the natural range, right? So low T, as this is sometimes referred to, right, in the manosphere, it's normal T. Raising your testosterone is likely, if you're lucky, to have some very limited changes. It's not going to change your life. Having low T is not, probably what's causing most of your problems in life. You're sitting at 400 nanograms per deciliter, so you're kind of in that first quartile. Very unlikely that this is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend, why you can't focus at school, or why you're not motivated to do things, or why you can't gain weight at the gym, or whatever the case may be. Probably none of that is related to T. Probably much more related to other psychological, physiological, behavioral causes. So another thing about raising T, right? Exogenous testosterone or steroids. Another story here, right? Most of the research I covered up to this point was about natural ranges of testosterone. If you inject testosterone into your body, even as testosterone therapy at a normal range, forget some of the things that I have said, that can be increased with, that can be associated with performance enhancing benefits with greater lean body mass as well, even if it's within the natural range. If it's way outside of the natural range, of course, you all know what's going to happen, right? You can see that it is used as a performance enhancing drug for bodybuilders and so on. And on that note, I'm going to close out the video, guys. And thank you for listening. Thank you all for joining. Like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Questions, let me know.
Yeah, great. I mean, nothing that really surprised me, to be honest.
Hello?
Yep. That was a decent video.
Yeah, what did you think?
Oh, look. I'm definitely gonna watch this later on.
So,
Someone calling out Reform Zoe.
Not one of a Friday night.
Some
did
guy.
you have any thoughts on the videos?
I mean, yeah, it's nothing that really surprised me. I mean, yeah. I never believed that low testosterone was a common problem.
Yeah.
But he did admit, though,
People do, right?
he admitted that raising your testosterone was a legitimate thing to do, but it's just it.
Well, no, he said basically the effects of raising your testosterone that are negligible. There's not really any.
Yeah, negligible, right? So slightly.
Yeah,
there might be a very
You're
slight.
not really gonna notice anything.
Yeah.
He's saying so. It's only like if you have a severe deficiency that you need to up your T to stop those negative effects. But even if you're on the lower side of T, it's like meme of low T, like Soy Jackson. You can see if someone's low T or not. Then it's kind of a meme, isn't it? It's an urban myth. So I found that interesting because, like he said in the video, there's a big grift in the red pill about high T this and that. There's a lot of that on YouTube. So. And I wasn't sure because you hear it a lot, and obviously on the Allmax's channel. But it is a bit different with the anabolics. He did say that if you inject like testosterone, then that's a different ball game. You will notice more, I suppose, positive effects if you do that, but your testosterone level, if you're deciding whether to start like having TRT or anabolic steroids, and your reason is because, well, I think I'm on the lower side of T, and this is the cause of my issues. Well, no, that's not true. That's not, any negative things you're experiencing aren't because of that. You would have to be like hypergonadal, which is like a very, very low level of testosterone. Because the trouble with taking testosterone, like the anabolics, is that it's a different ball game, because there is downsides to taking it, right? Whereas if you have like TRT, which is softer, or the other natural ways, which only increase your testosterone a little bit anyway, then he's saying it's kind of pointless. Because he's even saying that TRT clinics are kind of a grift. That's what he was hinting at, like.
Yeah, they were a grift. Yeah,
so
I heard that.
He's basically saying that you either go all in and take a lot of like testosterone, like Hormaxa, right, and compounds, then you'll have noticeable differences, but you have to take on all the negatives that come with it, or you just don't bother unless you're incredibly low T. It's not going to make much difference to you. It's pointless. So if you're like,
it's basically
the guys that are doing it in between, that I do a little bit of I have TRT and I do some things to improve my testosterone naturally. That's pointless. He's saying it's not really going to do anything.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. But I mean,
and like I say, taking anabolics, there's a lot of risk with that. I know Hormax likes to downplay it all, but there is a lot of problems with taking that stuff.
But wasn't Hormax that he was legitimately low T, so for him it did help him. That's why he loves it so much.
He wasn't low T though. He wasn't.
Oh really?
Because he wasn't hypergonadal. He was low T, like Alex said in the video just now. A guy around 400, which I can't remember what Hormax was. Hormax says the doctor's range is too low, so Hormax thinks everyone's T should be like really high naturally. So Hormax is doing like a
that's ridiculous.
So basically, what Alex said, no, it's not true. Like, so Hormax, even if his testosterone was on the lower side, he wasn't hypergonadal. So basically, he wasn't experiencing the negative effects. But you do get some changes.
It benefits a guy like him because he's in the gym every day, working out. I'm not.
Yep.
And like this guy said here, this guy said here, testosterone is converted into estrogen if it's not used, right?
Yeah.
So with me, it would just get converted. Cause I'm like, if I was in the gym every day, like Hormax, I'd say, yeah, okay, it might be worth taking some, but I'm not, and I'm just sat playing video games. So it's like for me.
Like some guys, ex-bodybuilders or older guys, they just like they bloat out, right? Because all the excess testosterone then converts to.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if these guys are willing to work every day hard in the gym, then all power to them. Unfortunately, I'm
so
not.
So I read what I put before. Testosterone isn't the end of the story. Also, if you don't have enough receptors for it on cells that would be affected by it, then more of it isn't going to produce any effect at all. I mean, I did like see videos on like that. There is positives to taking anabolics, not just testosterone. You know, anabolic steroids, where it will enhance certain things, especially in terms of like bodybuilding. I can't remember what it's called, but certain things that are in your muscle, the building blocks to build muscle. Because this is what I say, even if you've taken steroids and you've lost your gains, you will retain the ability to build more muscle when you start working out. Which is why they said in athletics there's been an argument that if you've been previously banned for taking anabolic steroids, then you should be banned for life, because even though you're off the gear, you will retain the ability to build more muscle fibre than you previously could when you were natural. That stays with you for life apparently. Even if you lose the muscle, your ability to build muscle will be quicker when you start working out again. So there is some permanent changes when you take anabolics, which could be a good thing, could be a scary thing, because there's obviously some negative things that could potentially be permanent as well. But the issue is, when I've looked into it more, because obviously with Hormax, maybe do so, there is a lot of negative things, and he likes to brush that all under the carpet and gets mad at anyone who says it. But because if anabolics was just like a positive thing, way more people would be doing it. You know, but there is a lot of downsides to it. That's the problem. If it was all good, I'd be on it myself. But no, there isn't. It's not as clear cut as that to just simply say. And if you don't have a specific goal, like I can understand if you're an aspiring sportsman and you want to break all rules because you think, look, I'm gonna get rich or die trying sort of attitude, right? I can understand that motivation to take the risk, right? And get the gains. But if you're not, if you're just a guy that, I don't really care if I'm a bodybuilder or not. And in terms of getting women, I mean, and actually, I'm gonna watch that when we're another day, like, because Alex has got a video. What physique's more attractive, Loki? No, from fantasy, Marvel, isn't it? Loki, the character Loki, or Thor?
Yeah.
So Thor's obviously a big guy. Loki's a slender guy. So it'll be interesting to see that. But it's the whole.
That sounds interesting, because Loki would be very popular because he has the perfect. I hate to say it, but he has his personality is, I would have thought, would be very attractive to women. He has a very feminine
video is
personality.
about the physique. It's like
just the physique. Ah, well.
Yeah, it's for the physique. It's like is it the big bodybuilder physique of like Thor, or is it going to be like the slender Loki? Now, going by what he's doing in these videos, where he's basically trying to prove these common perceptions that people have in the community that are actually wrong, I'm gonna bet that that video is going to point to the fact that the Loki physique is more popular than Thor. I've not seen it. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to put out because it's something that we're seeing, right, with the rise of K-pop and that guys with like more feminine physiques. This is what Dashboard talks about, right? Like, it's not the big hulking guys that are seen as necessarily more attractive, you know, from even a physical standpoint. So this is why, like, you're trying to. This is like, again, when you think of like Hormax's philosophy of getting ripped in the gym and stuff, but you know, that you're going to mob to get more women. Well, it might help you with men, but I'm not sure. You know, it might help you from a point of view of confidence that you feel like you're stronger than other men, sure, which can help you in a social sense. But do women actually find that more attractive? Well, the jury's out on that. It seems, at the very least, there seems to be.
Suppose it is, yeah.
Like women like the more feminine dude, right? Even if we're going for what is looks, which, you know, looks ain't everything anyway. But even if we're going down that line, I don't think being a big dude is that valuable. Definitely not to the point that you're risking your health for it. No. That's the thing, you know, if you have a much shorter life, and a lot of these guys also make this this is another thing I want to say. A lot of these guys make this misconception when they say, well, if it takes 10 years off your life, oh, that's fine, because those 10 years are crap anyway. But these guys are short-sighted. They're not seeing the fact. It's not like, oh, what will happen is you would have died like 10 years later, but 10 years earlier you're going to drop dead. No, most people don't, unless you have like a sudden cardiac arrest, they don't just drop dead. What will happen is it's not only 10 years, maybe 15 years, maybe 20 years, maybe before you die you have a crippling condition for like 10 years. So you got to factor, it might not be you died 10 years earlier, you might have your health, which affects your quality of life greatly, affected by like 20 or 30 years. Because if you have a stroke or something at the early age but you don't die, you may be paralyzed. Right? You may have paralysis by your body. You may have long-term heart problems. Doesn't kill you yet, but you cannot do much physical activity anymore. This is what these guys don't think of. They just think, oh, it might kill you if I take. Yeah, but it could affect your quality of life much earlier than that, and that is a big thing because your life might be miserable for say 20 years. And it's like, is that really worth it? We're not talking like you're giving off years in your 70s or 80s or whatever it may be, or even 60s. You might have serious problems in your 40s and 50s. And that's what these guys don't think about. They just say, oh, just fine. Yeah, but a lot of people, normally before they die, they're in a very poor way, so their quality of life is shit like 5 to 10 years before they die. So you're bringing all of that forward. So you're going to think you're sacrificing a lot of years. It's not just a little, it's a lot. And a lot of these guys don't get that. They think, oh, just 5, 10 years. No, it's more like, in reality, 15 to 20 years you're sacrificing. Just to feel more mogged and more muscly now. But, you know, you're really burning the candle very quickly.
Yeah, I get your point. So should we react to this video then?
Yeah. Was it attacking form?
No, it's the Uber Eats thing.
Oh yeah.
Let's just watch like like.
There's no store, dude. It's Uber Eats. It's a fucking Uber Eats. It's a fucking corporation. It's a fucking corporation.
He. Jesus Christ, the guy goes proper nuts. let's skip this. Let's watch from here.
Fucking nobody, you're gonna drive to my fucking house when I told you not to. I will rip your fucking head off.
Fuck no.
Down your fucking throat and film it and send it to your fucking parents on your fucking birthday.
This guy's mad.
Fuck with me. Agent was unprofessional. I want management on the phone now. I want management on the phone now. I want management on the fucking phone now. How in the fuck do I hold these people accountable? How in the fuck do I hold these people accountable for their $1 billion business? You're running $1 billion business and I can't get you on the phone. I can't get you on the fucking phone. I can't get you on the fucking phone. I can't get you on the fucking phone and you run a multi-billion dollar
management on the phone.
That is funny.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Who in the fuck do you think you are, dude? Who in the fuck do you think you are, dude? Who in the fuck do you fucking think you are? Sign in, give me a fucking phone number right fucking now.
Is he actually talking to anyone though?
Right fucking now. How in the fuck do I fucking talk to you on the fucking phone? How do I fucking call you on the fucking phone? Are you fucking serious? I'm fucking furious, dude. I'm fucking furious.
He's not actually talking to anyone though. I thought he was.
Do your job. You're gonna call my fucking phone asking if I want to cancel it? What the fuck is your problem, dude? I'm about to
He's
call this guy on the fucking
meant to
phone.
be talking
I'm about
to someone on the
fucking
phone,
get
yeah.
on the phone, dude. You guys wanna listen to this shit? This little fucking faggot? You think you're gonna drive this fucking bullshit to my house, dude? Are you fucking serious?
I think he's just ranting. I don't think he's talking to anyone. Oh, he's talking to someone now. Look.
I'm so fucking pissed, dude. This sucks so fucking bad. They're so fucking stupid. Are you fucking serious, dude? If this guy drives to my house, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of him, dude. I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. Don't you dare drive to my fucking house, you fucking moron.
He must have been really paranoid by this at this point.
How the fuck do I call these people, dude? Uber Eats, customer service.
Let's see if he gets him on the phone.
Fucking come to my house when I tell you not to come to my fucking house? I'll beat the fucking shit out of you. I'll fucking kill you. Don't fucking come to my house when I tell you not to come to my house. Are you fucking serious, dude? Connect me to a fucking agent right fucking now.
Yeah.
Yo,
Pretty
I'm
paranoid.
about to beat the fuck out of this guy. If this guy comes to my house, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of this guy, dude. No, dude, he asked me if I wanted to cancel, and I said yes. And he says I have to cancel it in the app. No, you work for Uber, do your fucking job, and cancel the fucking order. You called me on my private number, asking if I wanted to cancel it. Don't fucking come to my house.
That's really hilarious. He's just talking to a machine.
I can't talk about it anymore? The number hangs up? So they just rule the world? So you just can't talk to anybody? So they just rule the fucking world? So you ain't going around faggot is gonna threaten me? And I can't do anything about it? Are you fucking serious right now? My voice doesn't sound... I'll never have the same voice ever again. I'm so fucking furious right now, dude. I'm so fucking furious right now. I can't fucking call this fucking piece of shit. I can't fucking call these people. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious?
It's really
right now,
funny.
dude? Are you fucking serious? I can't talk to them. I can't talk to them, dude.
He can't get through on the phone.
It's a felony, and I'm suing you for fucking Uber Eats. I'm suing you for sending
Yeah, it's a funny meltdown.
my house.
Good one. Classic.
Like I say, he's got a whole soundboard made out of quotes like that.
Yeah.
That he used to prank other people. Now that's the hilarious thing. It's become like a living
Well,
meme
on that-
out of it from a...
And the foremost, I have to catch that one later. On that note, let's see if it's going to work. I do have an awesome music video to go out with, featuring the one, the only Reform Stoic, amongst others. Have to catch it on Daily Motion, unfortunately. Oh, fuck's sake. Hope this works. Yes, it worked. Awesome. Alright. Ready? So we've got a fucking exclusive Dead Cat 7 channel. CIA is trying to kill me, featuring Reform Stoic and these other based mofos, which you're about to see now. What the hell happened? It didn't work, did it?
I'm behind. Not seeing anything yet.
It should work.
Yeah, I have to see because obviously the stream's deleted.
Fuck, that's not good. It's been deleted. Doesn't make sense. Nope. Nope, that sucks.
You haven't seen it yourself from memory.
No, it's just because it's on Xbox. It fucked up. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's working there. It's just it's not working on shitty Xbox. Alright. There is one more thing I can try. I should be fine. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Alright, awesome. Alright, you ready? Here it comes.
My life's passing me by. Like, my life's passing me by, and there's government programs that are trying to fucking kill me, so. That, and people want to fucking kill me, bro. Like, my life has passed me by, and there's government programs that are trying to fucking kill me, so.
It should be the real hip-hop. It make you want to kill cops. Cats hate me. Cause they know my finger big girls twat. Feel helpless, feel jealous. We kill Elvis. I shot Vega with the help of the Secret Service. Super double H. Shoot your mother with my brother's face. 12 gauge waving, naming at your brain. Strange universe, too famous. Leaving the murder scene blameless. Run entertainment. Thumbs at the blazing laser, just saying what I wrote. They feel what I feel. They see the same picture. We make the biscuit through the talk and it became richer. No right, get your record deal, you gotta take that shit. Treat the record label like a slut, then play that bitch. I keep it simple for these stupid cats. Claiming you know the fact, even in reality, you were trapped. Jesus Christ was a gangster rapper. They killed him, then he came back, he made a rap album. The path of travels like the dragon shadow. Invisible to CIA camera angles. They got a file on every rap group. They killed the last man who had proof. They have to be for information that I have too. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move.
The CIA agents loading it up. You see them if you drive it. You just run them over. That's what you do. That's the CIA.
I'll run the list, now everybody hit the motherfucking wall. They bustin' out my blood for the shit. I'm number 6 on their list, next to kissing all these kids, cause I'm over Asians, Latinos and black fish. 5% is probation, thugs who live communists. They broke in my house, planted bugs and double X on my couch. They after me, what? Let me find out. I'm not having it. My rap the traffic service like a magnet. The best feel nothing like private parties with no laminates. I'ma die, bustin', struggling. I'm hustling for the people, fuck them devils and corruptions. Nothing for nothing. Ain't this something how they do? They ID me through the my tattoo. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move.
Right away, people always ask, why do you take these things down? I get the catharsis of sharing, of divulging, of putting my I have the experience of, you know, opening up the bird cage and letting the birds fly out, and then I take it down. I don't have to worry about consequences for any of this because I take it down and it's no longer available. I'm the most dangerous man out here. Okay.
Soldiers and members, inherited from way back. Cyanide and bullets, so I should follow my stats. It's too futuristic, thugs to robots, experiments. 4-point restraints in my IQ on medicines. Paid veterans, simple and souls. It's getting bigger now, the information running the globe. It's just my mechanic, either with the guy is addicts. Widespread panic until it's happened. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move.
I'm going to spy on us. No fact. I mean, it's just... Well, it's a conspiracy. This is another thing. I was talking about this shit before Edward Snowden even came out with this. And I've been talking about this shit for years. And people have been calling me crazy, calling me a conspiracy nut. But I've been right about, well, really everything.
And what did you think?
Yeah, it's funny. Well, yeah, I've seen that video before.
Yeah, because I played it once before ages ago.
Sorry?
I played it once for you ages ago. I remember like a few months ago when I made it.
Yeah, well, I saw it before, off you know, channel before, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I found it even before, you you showed me it. I'd already seen it. Yeah, I liked it. It's funny video, right? Some of the classic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I had to hold my laughter because I didn't want to ruin your I was holding my laughter with some of the images, and especially with Dashboard showing his hands, his arms.
Oh yeah.
In the old days when he used to show himself.
Yeah.
I was looking a bit like suspiciously at his hands and his forearm. You can see the thing wrapped around his wrist. There's quite a indentation there, and when people have excess body fat, there's more of an indentation, isn't there? And he does have quite a bit. It goes in. There's quite a lot of excess skin that's like flapping out around it. So
is there?
Maybe he is overweight quite a bit. I don't know. Does have fat hands? I must be honest.
Okay, I think that's from a few years ago now. That picture.
Yeah, well, I can only judge on that photo, but yeah, you know, when you look at it, I mean, I know it's not conclusive, but you do have to wonder.
Well,
good video, man. Good video.
Yeah, I think that's done. Alright, my phone's about to cut out anyway, so yeah, it's a good 3 hours. So yeah. All right, peace out, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this new stream that I had a new setup for. Hopefully, next one the setup will be even tighter. But yeah.